Whoa, you guys joined pretty fast there. That ping must have hit quick. Welcome, guys, to the Monday daytime stream. I feel like I just saw you guys a minute ago last night. So the title shall be Hot Marvel Pack Break, because it is hot. We sold 3 of them last night. It was very popular. And then we'll say Expedition Kingler Slab. We'll say break. And vintage trade break. Yeah, the trade break's kind of an interesting one. It's also vintage. All right. So there's our 3 items in the title, where I put 3 items in the title. Here we're going live for Monday daytime. That's been pinged. Let's open up a copy of this. I was thinking of making some gym pack breaks for you guys. People were asking for gym breaks last night. Marvel packs last night. Sheesh, felt like you were just live. Yeah, I know. I'm tired too, man. All right. Been working literally all day, like the moment I got up. Let's see. Let me go ahead and mark this on red. There's like drama in my other Discord server. I guess they're like fighting over there. They got like people being jerks over there. All right. Whew. I was reading that. Now, let's see. Let's copy this. You guys know I had 2 Discord servers. The second one is from my old YouTube channel, TheCardconomist. What do you guys think? Should we set up the TheCardconomist so that we can make content again over there? I think we should. Every time I do it, it doesn't work out. It's like it's a bad setup or something. Never really get a comfortable setup. All right, let's see. Oh man, we got a couple of eBay items. We printed one last night. What do we got here? We've got says here Princess Bubblegum sold. Really? Princess Bubblegum. I don't even know where that is. Now, let's see. Ship by Wednesday. Okay, good. What the hell? Wait, let me go back here. It says I had 3 items to ship. All right. Here it is. Orders to ship. Here they are. Whoa, somebody bought 5 of my BGS displays. Very interesting. I'll go ahead and print that one right now. 5 BGS displays. That's nice. You know why that's so nice? Because I benefit greatly from combined shipping on that order. So I actually made a little decent chunk of money there. That's always nice, right? All right. I don't actually make a lot of money selling the slab protectors. It's almost just like a nice little thing I offer. We are, whoa, 36 months. Wow, Mr. Real Nukes. That's a long time, dude. All right, we're logging into the iPad. Let's get the since the app version of the vertical stream is always so bad at showing off the comments, let's open up the website version as we do when we're in vertical mode. Here we are. Good. Okay. Let's see. We're going to pause this. Good. And then we're going to pop. I don't know if we even need to pop this out, but let's pop it out. I think we should. There it is. Now I can see a ton of comments. Let's see. Yes, Mr. Hey Mike, in the waifu box, you probably ate it. Yeah, I think it's in the waifu box. I agree with that sentiment. It's in the waifu box. What up, Mr. Pettiford? So, whew, last night it was a little bit slow, and then it was a little bit fast, and then it was a little bit slow. Let's grab this. So it's gonna say, whoa. It's gonna say 5 BGS display. Okay, Miss Alexis knows what that means. Probably time to buy her new boxes. All right. Look at all that. Here we have Goddess of Victory. So what, this is an eBay slab for 30 bucks? I mean, this could just go straight into the waifu break, the waifu box. Let's get this off the table. Sold some items on eBay today, by the way, or overnight. Remember that scissor? If you guys were listening last night, there was a guy who kept offering on my scissor. Well, I kept rejecting his offers and he just bought it at full price. Let me show you. I wasn't surprised that that occurred because I actually did feel it was worth that much. So I was like, I don't need to accept these offers. This is a great card. And so sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you got a card that's really good and you just need to stick by it. But take a look at some of these weekend sales, everybody. The Sylveon went for 150. That's Poker Sylveon from Silverdeck. Here's Cardos Gem 10 Prism Hollow Venusaur sold for 1,000. Remember, I used to put this card up on the table and you guys would never buy it. No one would put it in a slab away. Well, there it is. Here's Heracross. This one's really interesting because Heracross is just Heracross, but he still sold for $150. Here's Karuta Slowking selling for $85. So we had these a long time ago. I need to grade a new round of these. What's interesting about this one is it's just a Gem 10, still sold for 85. This sold as well, might have been underpriced, and this is Freerin Beyond Journeys and OFR Eternal Love, $750 black label. That's a big deal. You know, it helps pay for those big submissions that go to like BGS and everything comes back like 9.5 and you lose tons of money. Well, if one of them grades black label, that black label can help pay for the submission. And then over here, this is the storyline, the headline. Gold version part 2 Scizor sold. Do you guys remember this? This was on the table for sale. I might have another one. I don't remember. But look, it sold for $500. So that's officially the price of this card, $500 sold. So there you go. And then we sold Princess Bubblegum. I just mentioned that. And then we also sold PSA 9, tops the movie 2000 Into the Depths holographic Lugia for like 150. That sold direct on my eBay channel. Pretty interesting. Those are good sales, even if I wasn't going live every day. We were just making some money. Michael says, surprised it sold for 950 because the last one sold for 600. Which one? The Cardos Venusaur? I mean, it's exceptionally rare. You're talking about some of the rarest Pokemon cards in the hobby. It's shocking either of them sold that cheap. Doing good, holding on to everything, not selling. Smart man, not accepting the offer. I mean, every now and then I might get an offer that I actually consider. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna place this guy. Oh man, what do I do? I can either put him in for one spot or two spots. I'm gonna do two spots this time. Next time we'll be more generous on the next time we put a card in the box and we'll do one spot, okay? Or you know, we'll round down is what I'm saying. We'll round down. But I believe I am running out of girl cards, so I'm gonna put this in 075S. So it's gonna be number 075S. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. B 9.5. All right, there it is. Turn up the volume going into the box. Every time I see this card, I just see the same thing. It honestly looks like she's putting the microphone into her coochie. That's all I see. Every single time. It's always the same. I'm like, what's going on with this card? Now, since we're doing that, I'm going to go onto eBay and cancel that item. Last night, we listed a Gengar onto eBay. It's got one watcher already. $250, by the way. All right, so let's look at Weiss. $250 Gengar, one watcher. Turn up the volume. It has 6 watchers on eBay. Oh, so this was probably about to sell. And if you look at the eBay price, it was going to be 35 over there anyways. So let's go ahead and end listing. You guys were getting a better price on the table, but no one bought it. We're going to hit done. There it goes. So that item is removed. Cool. I don't remember if we still have this card. Did this card go by? I didn't see that card go by. Do we still have that? I'm nervous. I don't have some of these slabs. Yeah, I don't recognize that A-leg. I feel like that's sold. I'm going to end that one too. Just because I'm worried I don't have it anymore. So I'm going to remove that one. This one already sold. I already sold this guy right. Oops. Hold on. Wait a second. I sold this card already. This one right here is sold. So I am making a mistake where I need to make sure we're removing these items when they sell. Pretty sure this sold. And finally, signature that draws you in, or not signature, ice that draw you in. I'm pretty sure I sold that too, didn't I? That's been sold. All right. There we go. Okay, we removed all those from my store. I think I accidentally left those up. She's doing backup vocals. I love Venusaur. He's great. Market's insane right now. I was talking about the one piece SP you pulled for me. It sold yesterday on eBay for 950. Oh, nice, dude. That's great. We got the 420 Oddish, Blaze It. We got Monkey D. Luffy 9. Would you guys like me to get back into Card Economist grading? I'm thinking about taking a day and making a ton of videos for Miss Alexis, but not just Miss Alexis, for anyone that one day I might hire to do encapsulation. And the video will just teach them how to do encapsulation. So I'm thinking about doing that. That way she can, and then maybe write a manual as well. So there's a written manual and a video manual on how to do encapsulations. Maybe this will encourage her to do some of the encapsulations. I'd really like her to get into it because, PSA is so expensive with terrible turnaround times. Well, guess what? We have a 0-day turnaround time with Card Economist grading technically. If I get off my butt and go work on it, we don't have like a queue of cards to grade. It's a really small line. So we can offer cheaper prices and instant turnaround times. That's not bad if it's a card you want to keep anyways, like you're not looking to sell it. And the best part is our cards over here are 1000% authentic. You know why? Because it's sort of like only one person ever touched the card. So there was never a chance for the card to be manipulated. So you hear a lot lately about card fraud counterfeits these days. You got, counterfeiters are trying to pass expensive cards and cheap cards through PSA now. So counterfeiting is becoming a really serious problem. And here, let's get this in the front. Counterfeiting is becoming a really serious problem. Well, guess what? We don't have that problem because we're not accepting a bunch of mail-ins from anybody. So we don't have that problem with Card Economist grading. All right. I love Venusaur. I have some card put away. I just sent 3 TCCG 10s to PSA. I hope they convert. No! What? Those are my precious Card Economist cards. All right, that's all right, though. I'll just cry myself to sleep later. What's this? Apparently, I have to, sign something. All right. Client portal questions. Oh, my gosh, man. I hate these things. What do we have today? Any orders today? Let's find out if there's anything going on today. So obviously there's a Marvel Topps Chrome pack break. That was very exciting last night. People were jumping into it. Here's Will Sharp. He's jumping in. Mr. Will Sharp. Thank you, Will, for the order. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys are surviving. You are. If you're having a bored Monday, try opening some cards. I hear it's a cure for depression. Look at that. There we go. So with 3 deep, there's only 3 spots left right now on this pack right in front of you. Only 3 spots left. We have Will Sharp. He says it'll actually take 2 spots. Here you go, Will. All right, Will Sharp, Will Sharp. There we go. We also have Miss Six, 3 Ascended Heroes. All right, you got it. 3 Ascended Heroes. Look at those. So we got the tech stickers. That's where we're sourcing them from. You're about to get 3 very, very, very nice packs, Miss Six. Probably the ones with the big hits in it, if you ask me. All right, all right, all right, all right. We've got 1. We've got 2. We've got 3. We've got a wonderful trade break. Who wants to trade to get into the trade break? Anybody here? Hey, we had a really cool thing happen today. Mr. Jonathan Cham. He's one of our oldest members. He opens a lot of cards over here, even to this day. He shared a clip of a double Blaine's Charizard pull he got back in the day, back in the condo. And I thought that was so cool that it was sort of like a clip that we never really took advantage of. Maybe at the time, we just weren't as good at clipping, or maybe Mike's side wasn't working yet, or something like that happened, right? Well, I was just thinking we must have a lot of clips like that from the past that were never turned into really good shorts. And so I wanted to mention, if anyone here remembers having an incredible pull that never got turned into a short, you should reach out to us and tell us about it. Or maybe you can find the exact stream it got pulled in, and we would be happy to turn it into a short for you today. I had a dream last night for a big hit. Here's here's there it is, the big hit, Heliolisk. Technically, that's a hit. That's an AR. And a 10, it might pay for the packs that you just opened. I wouldn't call it a big hit, though. There we go. All right. Heliolisk and Hollows. Wow. 26. All right. I'll sleeve these up. Today's trade break is a vintage Magneton. It's a cute little card. There we go. Miss 6. It's warm in here. It's warm in this room. Dylan Chan. He says 2 English Ascended Heroes. You got it. Dylan Chan. All right. Let's see. Snipping this. Ascended Heroes selling, guys. If you buy it, I'll restock it. I'll restock whatever's popular. Mister, I sent you a message on Discord when you have a moment. All right. Sounds good. I'll read that in just a moment. Welcome to the daytime stream, everybody. If you're new and you've never participated in this live stream, we've been going live for 7 years. We host some of the coolest breaks, pack breaks, box breaks, all kinds of things, trade slabs on the internet. And I'm your host, Mr. Card Economist. I've been hosting for a long time. I have lots of experience, and we have a great reputation, I think, in my opinion. All right. I'm new, Mister. How do I participate, says Serge. Well, first, you want to find out how to make a payment. You can go to the description of the live stream, and there you'll see PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, ZELLE, all these different options to make a payment. If you don't want to do that, you could go to the website. We have a new fancy website where you can make purchases as well. So whatever is more intuitive for you, direct payments over PayPal or peruse the website. Either or will work. All right, that was for Dylan Chan. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan, you got 1 mega for alligator. That's the first time I've seen that card. Yeah, it's too hot in here. Why is it so hot in here, dude? I'm gonna have to turn the AC up, guys, so bear with me. Okay. Okay. Big mouth alligator. Here's the hit, says 6. Not this time. In fact, if you think about it, 6, he just swept the cold ones for you. I think the next round has the hits. Is it cold outside? Not really. Okay, so the problem is it's perfect weather outside. So as a result, the AC's not kicking in. And so the room's just slightly more humid than usual. Instructions unclear. Sold my whole 151 binder for money. Yeah, that'd probably make you a little money. Let's see. Let's see. We're hitting refresh. All right, so it's Monday. The queue is empty. Why don't I work on something? Let's see. We got these Edwin Delson cards. I'm going to throw those away now. We got the Marvel Topps Chrome pack. 2 spots left, $16 a spot. Topps Chrome Marvel. This will be the 4th time it's going off. Could pull a numbered card out of there. Could pull a 1 of 1 out of there. Lots of things could come out of there. You know what I'd like to do? We got this whole shelf over here, and at this point, it's pretty overwhelming. And I'd like to extract all the junk cards out of it. You know what junk cards are? Junk cards are the cards we use to make junk packs. And so, like, look at all this. Like, Earthen Vessel, Holographic Energy. These are all junk cards as far as I'm concerned. They are. Gossip Fleur, Ampharos. I'd love to just get all the junk cards into one bag. Look at these. We got some wrestling cards. That's not real wrestling. She's basically a junk card in my eyes, but I don't know. Technically, she's not. Technically, from a pulling cards point of view, she's not. Got the #1 post on Pokemon TCG. Yeah. Do you feel like a star for a minute? I'm the greatest. The great. What do we have in here? We have these Epstein cards. Yeah, these are fun. These were from Joey Albrecht. Now, here are some Korean cards. Korean cards can be loaded up into junk packs, I think. Many of them, not all of them. But, I'm not going to grade Korean hollows. They're just too cheap. Maybe one day they won't be, but I'm probably not going to be. I'm going to be dead by the time they're valuable. So we got these fun little cards from Mr. Joey Albrecht, the Epstein file cards. I'm here for Mr.'s junk. Yeah, we got some junk cards right here. You guys like junk? Who likes junk? We ought to make a new type of jumbo pack, mega jumbo pack. Like what Miss Sarah Dusenberry's been opening for a while. See this Atticus? Out of here, man! Out of here! Out of here! Oh, this bag says junk on it. There it is. So we have a junk bag. So that's Fortnite bulk. That's treated as junk. But look at that. We're filling that up. One bag of junk. Junk in the trunk. How about this? So this is from a trade. Let's see what's going on here. Yep, we're gonna put that in the junk bag. Put this holographic energy in the junk bag. You guys like to see this? Is this a little bit fun, sorting cards? I like sorting cards. I'd do it all day if I didn't have to hang out with Karis all day. You are. Now that's not junk. That's actually expensive. This guy's junk. Big Teeny, Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Standard Pokemon cards. Some of the Pokemon cards, I think of them like filler. Like Orbeetle is filler. He's not valueless, but he's pretty close to junk. But some Pokemon cards are just junk, nothing else. What's this? Look how many bags of stuff I have. Mister sent a message above. Oh, right. I have to read the other message. Interest in buying back the waifus I won from the shuffles for store credit. Ooh, maybe. Can you remind me what you pulled? Okay, those are all going into the junk bag. Remind me what you pulled for a second there. See this? We'll get rid of that. Chinese hollows. Surprisingly, I'm not going to put them in the junk bag. We're going to hold on to those because I think the Chinese market could be pretty valuable. I don't know about the Korean card. Ooh, where did I get this from? That's really good. I like that. Look at that, everybody. Ooh, that is sexy as hell. Put that there. All right, and some Minecraft cards. All right. The Minecraft cards are good. It's just that I don't think I'm going to try and sell them one at a time or anything like that. See this Tyranitar? Look how nice he is. Let's put him into this binder break. The binder break's already at $160 of value, but let's pop him in there. He's nice. Tyranitar and Charizard. What more could you ask for? All right, there's the binder break. Haven't seen much movement in the binder break in a while. Yeah. Maybe it's time to discontinue it. But here we go. Okay, so look at all this stuff going in the junk bag. Do you guys like this? What do you guys think of this? The signature slab and a cheaper one. So you pulled two slabs. Why don't you tell me in Discord what you'd like for them? I might buy them back. Here's Tyler. He says the Oricorio can only be pulled in the Japanese Inferno X. Wow. So you think that the Oricorio could even be undervalued at this point? It's only in the is that because it's a promo in English? Is that why? Here's Mr. Michael. Nice. He sold the Boa Hancock SP for 950. That's nuts, dude. All right. Cool. No orders in the queue yet. Jump into the queue if you guys would like to open some booster packs or jump in a break or do anything else at all. Let's get that lightning. Here it is. Krabby Patty over here. That's Kingler. Do you like crab legs? I like crab legs. So look at all these cards in the junk bag. And this is how we make a junk pack. We'll probably find some more. Look, here are some Fortnite cards. Oh, look, J for junk. I'd already marked it. So here are some Fortnite packs. The Fortnite cards are really just, I don't play Fortnite. I don't collect Fortnite. So for me, these are junk. Same with like sports. Like to somebody, one man's junk is another man's treasure. But for me, I never played Fortnite at all. a signature slab and a cheaper one. It's a Shinji Kanda as well. I like Shinji Kanda cards a lot. All right, put that there. Wally's Compassion. Get out of here, Wally. Light Ball. I don't know. We got a couple of hollows here. Did we just get these from 6? We might have just gotten these recently from 6. So see what I'm doing here, 6? I'm removing some of this crap. All right, that's all. That's all going into junk. I think we just got these hollows from 6. Now you know what happened, 6. Is happy Monday. What's up, guys? It's Monday, and this is the daytime stream. We got some new packs on the menu in particular. Oh, we got to get a new box for them. Oh, no, we don't. There's another box. We got this. This is League of Legends Riftbound Unleashed. We're waiting for a big hit to come out of there. You can take a shot at it if you'd like. So that's the new set on the menu. We also have a brand new case of Korean Inferno X. Nobody has pulled, look at these, nobody has pulled anything out of the Inferno Korean booster packs. Grabbing these. This, I believe, is an abandoned bag. I think this is Kickstarter. Yeah, that's Kickstarter. I'm not going to treat that as junk. And these are SRs, huh? All right. I don't know really what to do with one-piece SRs. That was a Chris Valez from 1124. Really old abandoned bag, huh? Same here. What's this? This says John Wolf on it, huh? John Wolf, and he's got a bunch of these. Whoa. These are all that's Chinese Pokemon cards. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is actually kind of expensive. That slab, I believe, is underpriced. Which slab is underpriced? The Kingler? Oh, you're talking about the Oracurio. How do I jump in a break? Hey, what's up, man? You just got to be able to send money in for the break you want to be in. What break do you want to be in? I don't think this is all going to fit. So let's kind of split it like this. All right. Go. I mean, Magneton. The Magneton can be purchased directly into. So you can pay $5 to get into the Magneton break. Look how much junk there is. There's just so much of it out there. Ought to make the junk packs even fatter. Like they ought to have 20 cards per pack. What do you think? 20 cards? Of course, at that point, when I'm assembling them, the piles of cards start kind of sliding over, falling over. Maybe I could lower the price to like $2 per pack. But if I lower the price too much, I feel like I need a faster method to assemble them because I can't be spending an hour making junk packs that sell for $2 a pack. So there it is. Look at all that junk, guys. That's a ton. I'm just rapidly clearing this out of the side over here. Here's a James Smallwood. I think James Smallwood still hangs out sometimes, right? That's Digimon. Digimon's out of here. Damn. Zam, dude. See you, Digimon. Here's what's this? Just an empty baggie. This is probably from like a trade. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Some of these. Bye, Monkey Dory. I hate Monkey Dory, dude. I've never liked monkeys anyways. All right, Monkey Dory gets to be treated as junk. Even though he's a Japanese Pokemon card, we're gonna put him in the junk packs. Might as well, right? Ooh, look at this. This is not Jay Sharp's cards. These are my cards that I just recently bought. Aren't those cool? So I gotta get those graded. But look, here's some Korean, here's some South Park, and some Rick and Morty. The Rick and Morty cards are actually expensive, so it's kind of funny to run into those because those didn't come out of cheap booster packs. Those came out of expensive booster packs. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these into this junk bag. Which one's smallest? This one? Maybe sell junk bags, bag of junk to assemble, maybe 15 to 20. How about 50 cards? Oh, that's an interesting idea if the whole bag was sold like for 50 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess, so if we sell 15 cards for $3, you can do 30 for 6, 45 for 9. Yeah, so in theory, a bag of like 40 cards could be like $9. It's an interesting thought. Ooh, what if we did this? What if I had like this big pile of these like this? And that was just like 30 bucks for the whole pile. And I sold it along with shipping. So it was like, I don't know, $39. And then it was like a split or something. That'd be interesting. Yeah, what if I did like a big bulk box of junk instead of these little tiny baggies that take a while to assemble? That'd be interesting. All right, anyways, let me get these off the table. I'm going to go put these with the other junk because I've got a ton of it. All right. So that was nice. That was the part of the stream where we sold, or not sold, where we got the junk off my side table because I've got a lot of junk. Yes, I'd love that. Really? Dude, maybe we could get like a price per pound and create like a giant break, and I could send somebody a whole bulk box of junk. And it would probably cost more than a standard like book box. It might cost like $100 even. But imagine how much potential maybe is in there. Because obviously I'm not sorting through those. I just don't care, right? I don't have time to sort through Rick and Morty cards and see if one's worth $5. I don't have time for that. So that's kind of an interesting idea. All right, there's no orders in the queue. We're officially having a slow stream. It's Monday daytime. How's it going, guys? Let's go ahead and grab this. Oops, I brought this in so I could refill the Team Rockets. How's it going, guys? What interests your fancy right now? What's on your mind when it comes to collecting? I want to know what's interesting to you guys. Grabbing this message on Discord says Mr. Gabriel. Let me go check Gabriel. Gabriel says, "Hey, Mister, it was 2 white slabs." All right, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to respond. All right, there we go. So Gabriel might want some cards going into consignment. Set this back up here, and then let's open this up. You can sort while you watch Karis play games. Did you like that? Would you like it if she had like a gaming channel? You realize she's very cute, right? I don't know. I'm scared. What if she got a gaming channel and she blew up bigger than me? We are. She had all these simps, and they're like, "Oh my god, play games for us." I'm just like this stinky, crusty, old man type. She's way more fun than me. Yeah. All right. Fresh baggie. Then you guys could stream at the same time. Ugh. There's something about streaming that's so like it's like showbiz a little bit, and it's like not my personality type. I'm just imagining it all. We could be a live streaming family. Ugh. All right, just restocking the Korean cards there. Ta-da! What else is new? We also got this set going on as well. Oh, where is it? Oh, okay. We need a fresh box of it opened. It's called Dreamlike Oceans. No one's pulled the big Una card out of Dreamlike Oceans. There's a giant Una signature card. So we are looking to see if anybody pulls that. I did a big restock on these because we kept selling out of them. And so naturally, when the big restock came in, people stopped buying. Happens every time. The moment I feel like, okay, well, we're going to need a lot of this, that's when it stops selling. I collect Panini Marvel Anthology. It's new. I sent for Hound Doom. I throw up seeing his toes. Yeah, right. You are. Yeah, right. These toes are perfect. Gorgeous toes. Handsome toes. You're looking at good bone structure right there. It's like looking at good teeth. 6. 1 million years ago, these bones were climbing trees. These toes they could grab branches, is all I'm saying, all right? Judge all you want. You know I'm right. All right, let me go grab these cards for Gabriel Gallegos. Ew. Oops. All right. What do you want? You want some guy with weak toes? Hell no, dude. You know what they say with guys with strong toes. Let's see. So, did I have some instructions? Grab Mark's Palkia. We already did that. Buy Weiss Brown Dist. We'll do that. Fix Coinbase. Haven't done that yet. Fix Coinbase. Haven't done that yet. Gem 5. Purchased that. We haven't done that yet. All right. All right. Very good then. The most expensive boba card ever sold went for 3,000 on Saturday. What's a boba card? You mean like Star Wars boba? If your toes don't grow hair in weird spots, you're not a man. Need gaming streams running through OBS so we can hear and see the games. Boba tea. Hit the like. All right, so we already took care of this. We need to grab Gabriel's cards then. Okay. Let me see. Any orders in the queue? Any orders in the queue? We got one order in the queue. Hit refresh. Bo Jackson Battle Arena. What? I feel like I'm being lied to. Finishing slab away, one spot in the Sylveon. Mike side. All right, Mr. Mike side, let's go take a look at your stuff. We got a Mike side order. Slab away. Mike side had a Misty Pikachu. Oh, that was very good. All right. From October. That one's really old. So I bet you that's more expensive. What is it more expensive at this point? Let's see. Is it in here? It should be in here because I can't imagine myself moving it off. But then again, sometimes I grab them indiscriminately. Oh, yeah, it got moved off then. All right. That's all right. We'll go grab it. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab Gabriel Gallegos' 2 slabs, and then I'll also grab Mike's side slab away slab. So bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. I'd buy Battle Arena. Ew. Yuck. All right, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I'm back. Woof. All right. So we got Heavy Cruiser Rune and this girl. Let's see. Oh, but I didn't grab. Dang it. I didn't grab Mike's side slab. Matt Hanson, he's got a lot. All right, so here we have Mr. Mike's side slab. Okay. Haha. Wow. Wonder what this card's selling for now. Set this over here. We're going to clear this out. Good. Now, Mike's side also ordered a spot on the Sylveon break. Here you go, Mr. Mike's side. Mr. What a week. Finally can listen in. It's Mr. Russ. What's up, Mr. Russ? You been busy? So, the Sylveon break will have a bag, won't it? All right, Sylveon break gets one step closer, everybody. Don't look up how much it is now. It's probably like $2,000. Here's 4 and 4. That's a total of 8. All right, 8. Very nice. Wait, we already have 8 here. Did I miscount it? Or it's not 9? Maybe somebody moved a spot out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's exactly 8 now. Weird. So we had 7 and now it's 8. Very good. So somebody must have moved a spot out of there at some point, or I miscounted at some point. The Marvel break. We need 2 more people. Thank you, Mr. Mike Side. You're the big order of the day so far. Let's see what else. Just a slow Monday, huh? You know, on a slow Monday, what we could do is we could start cleaning up the table a little bit. That wouldn't be bad either. So, do we got any ETBs? That would be nice. No ETBs. So, what could we do to clean up around here? I think one thing we could do is we could move these Brett Love boxes over because he's got 2 over here. All right, so here's Amar Batui and Trevor Carpenter. I haven't seen Trevor Carpenter in here in a long time, so I'm going to move Trevor Carpenter out of the way, and we're going to move Brett Love over here. And we're going to move Brett Love's other box over here because he's got 2 boxes hanging out with us. All right, so that clears up a whole bunch of space. And now, real quick, we got Hathim. Costco has a nice Nikkei backpack right now for $30. Hathim. Costco. We got a Costco about an hour away from us. Here's Hathim. That's Sarah Dusenberry, Jonathan Cham. All right, well, does this constitute a box? Hathim with an H. Well, he's got all this too, doesn't he? That's what's going on. Hathim's got a ton. Hathim. Look how, dang, dude. Hathim's dedicated. Hathim. Holy. Yeah, he's definitely worth a box of his own. So let me go grab some ETBs into the room, okay? Actually, I might have some over here. Okay. So I brought over some ETBs. Whew. What's the news, guys? We got any interesting news? I hear there's rumors that Keir Starmer's going to resign in the UK, but that's like political news. There's talks of the Hente virus coming here to the United States. There it is. Maybe the Hente virus will be so deadly that it doesn't spread very well. You know, like it'll kill the people who get it. And that'll actually slow down the spread. Stop the spread! Holy, whoa, this guy fills a double box. Okay, Hathim has a completed double box. Yowza. That's a lot of cards, man. New week, still no Ivan. Hope he's doing well. Yeah, hope so too, man. All right, so next box. This is going to be Seva Dusenberry. Okay, creating a double box for Miss Seva. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Set that right there. Well, look at us. We're making some room, baby. Let's get this into the trade bag. I know I haven't seen Ivan in a while. All my money has been going back into my business, so I haven't gotten into order in a while. Okay, that's done. Look at this. Another junk pack. We have another junk pack here. Very interesting. And this is also junk. This is a junk bag. And here's Kendo Pelor. Kendo Pelor. I feel like I haven't seen Kendo in a while. Remember Kendo used to buy a bunch of Hollow Live? I think he got in trouble for that, right? Like, I think he mentioned his wife or something. Let's see. So we got all these sports cards. You guys love sports, right? Yeah, you do. Don't lie. Big sports fans here. You know what we could do? We could literally sit down and make some junk packs together. Get it done in the live stream, but I don't know. Actually, since we're in vertical, you wouldn't even get to see very much of it. So I'm marking these sports cards as junk, since that's what they are. Okay, we got Price Up Gabriel Gallegos' order, his 2 slabs. Do I have any store credit? I had asked you to put all my slabs on consignment. No, none of your slabs have sold. I can tell you that. We are. All right, now here is click. How much on the junk sports packs? That's a good question. 2 Poke Shuffles and 1 Chinese Hidden Fates. All right. The Hidden Fates packs, which are right here, and they're very cool because they're from Sun and Moon. They're quite old. Now, the 2 Poke Shuffles. All right. We got some Poke Shuffles. Oops. Come on now. Good luck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good. My headphones just broke. All right. And here's 2 cold ones. Look at that. Very nice. All right. 2 cold ones. I don't know about that. Mr. Jacob, got any Funko Pop? You want some Funko Pop? Hell no, bro. All right, Jacob. Here's Hoopa. All right, you got 1 Hoopa. Hoopa to the moon, baby. Comes with these common cards, but none of these are interesting. So 1 Hoopa it is. That's Jacob Chickering. Thanks for the order, Jacob. Appreciate it. Jacob with the J.A. Where's your bag? Probably here. Whoa, holy. Go New York Ducks. 2 cold ones. I'm on Switch mostly, but Xbox 2. I'm an Xbox player. Womp, womp. Sad days for the Xbox. Jacob Chickering says 2 more Poke Shuffles, 1 more Hidden Fates. Now, I'm just going to go grab a fresh box of the Hidden Fates. It's kind of empty. Let me go grab this. All right. She's making Xbox great again. Is she? That's so interesting. There you go. Good. Look how many packs this is, everybody. Look how many packs this is. Oh, baby. Look at all that. Ooh. Got all the windows open in the house. Super nice. Yeah, it's nice outside where I'm living, too. It is. So you'll take 1 more Hidden Fates. And I'm going to take these, put them in like this. You guys ever considered opening this? This is the Chinese Hidden Fates. Yes, you can pull SV49 Charizard out of here. It's pretty amazing. Can I become rich buying Pokemon cards? That's a great question. Can I become rich buying Pokemon cards? Some people did. I don't know if you will necessarily always become rich always buying any Pokemon card, but some people got rich doing it. Let's move this baggie out of here. I'm going to slowly convert this box into Chinese only. Let's get the battle region in here. Battle region can sit in the back because we don't sell it directly. All right, so there's your Hidden Fates. You ready? Here goes. Well, the table already looks so much cleaner after getting Sarah and them into their own boxes. You're talking about a collab. How do you want to do that? Yeah, let's do a collab. I'd love to do a collab. Just 2 more of these. Ready? Ta-da! 2 gold ones. Poke Shuffles. They're not super easy to snipe. There's some cold ones in the box, for sure. Buy raw, sell graded hundreds or thousands of times. Yeah, so you're describing a scenario where you sort of do the work of getting cards graded. It's a lot of work, I will say that. Here it is. There's a lot of research and a lot of, you know, you got to sit down and select the stuff that's actually worth grading. It's sort of a good description of card grading is sort of like card refinement, like the way people will refine gold or they will like take a gem and they'll chisel the gem. So there's a lot of work that goes into card grading. And then there's a lot of, you have to have a lot of capital to do it too. So it's not cheap. And it's all a gamble that people will want it. Now, right now, the market's pretty good. So obviously, people right now look like geniuses grading cards. But guess what? There's bear markets as well. And there's time periods just before the bear markets. And there's time periods where the grading costs more than it should cost. So it's all a gamble. We'll put you down as GG. I know who you are. You're GG. And we'll say C for consignment. This is now for sale, Heavy Cruiser Rune. What price was he offering on the other card? Let's see real fast. He says it's worth $240. So I think he's valuing this one at $45. That's what he's doing, isn't it? All right, fair enough. How would you want to do it? Well, I would think that I'll just come to your place and we can like hop on the hot mic and be like, yo, what up, man? Yo, what up, bro? All right, Gabriel Gallegos, your cards are on consignment at this point. G. All right, we'll have to get a new sleeve. We got 2 fresh consignment slabs there, guys. Okay, somebody just reported that they're shipping their item to me. That is good. All right, we're back to no orders in the queue. Slow Monday. Slow Monday, everybody. Here's consignment Slowpoke. Here's Nessa. We just did an update on her price. Here is a $35 Iona Watrel. Waifus, remember there was a time period where people were going nuts for the waifus? People were going absolutely crazy for them for a little while. Let's see. What else can we work on here? I'm curious. What are some improvements we could make to the table? If we're kind of slow right now, I wonder if there's any improvements we could make. I would actually like for there to be one more thing. So we've got live custom Poke Shuffle and the Waifu Shuffle. What's one more type of shuffle type product we could have that you think would be interesting, guys? What do you think? The other shuffle, which can contain just anything other than those. That's really specific. Non-waifu, non-Pokemon. Guess that's not that crazy, is it? Other shuffle? I think we have cards to put in there too. I missed the old classic shuffles and the poker shuffles. Yeah, so I started working on maybe like classic shuffles again, and I was like, you're way better off not doing that. So I'm not working on those. Same with the poker shuffles. It's a scenario where really I ought to just work on getting those graded and then selling them graded. So that is the problem with those. But what if we made something called the other shuffle? Would you guys be interested in the other shuffle? I feel like we have a lot of cards that get stuck on the table and they're not a Pokemon card and they're not a waifu card. And so you can't really, you know, you can't really stuff them into the waifu shuffle and you can't stuff them into the Pokemon. I mean, sometimes we do stuff them into the Pokemon shuffle, but stuff like SpongeBob, Star Wars, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, all these other brands. And to tell you the truth, I don't grade those brands as much because I don't have a way to host quick breaks on them. Maybe we should start one last box and call it the other shuffle. Let me see. How could that work? I'm looking. We could continue to use Korean cards for it, Korean Pokemon, and we need one of these bottoms again. What do we do with all these then? These are the bags for the breaks. Sealed product shuffle would be good with all products. Now, see, you say that, but what I could actually do if I wanted to, I can just put a sealed box into the Poke Shuffle. So we don't actually need like a specialty box for that. We can just put that into the Poke Shuffle and have Pokemon be with Pokemon. I see what you're saying, though, for people who only want sealed boxes, but you're really starting to get pretty like gambly at that point. You're getting real specific too. You know what I'm saying? So, but where could I put this? I need like a new location for this. Maybe this K box should just be converted into a utility box. We go, okay, this must be pretty old. Look, it says B back here. It used to be an old B box. Now it says custom vintage. Pretty interesting. Let's check and see if we got any orders in the queue. No orders in the queue. All right, so let's see what this looks like real fast. Maybe it could just be left alone like this, actually. What kind of box do we have for the Poke Shuffle? So we have a converted box. It's been sliced. Let me get some slicers. Okay, give me a second. I would never joke, by the way. Never. Six keeps saying that I was joking. I would never joke. You all know that, right? Six, how dare you? What do you think I am? The joke economist? Don't let Six lead you astray. She's a starlighter. She's a seditious starlighter. She doesn't believe in our Lord and Savior Homelander. I believe in him. Hey, Huey. Oi, oi, oi. All right, you see this, kids? Don't cut yourself. I've cut myself before. It's not good. Which blade is better? Neither. But does chat is spamming. So let's get a little notch going right here. And a little notch going right here. And a little notch going right here. A little notch going right here. All right, so there we go. Got some notches going. You know all about notches, don't you guys? Who here knows what a notch is? Let's just try and make this box kind of nice this time. Last time I did it freehand, it was kind of shitty. Oops, dropping the S-bomb. I'm like a construction worker here. Do you like construction workers, Six? What's the sexiest job a man can hold? Construction worker? I bet that rings high. Construction worker who owns like a Ford F-150 or some crap like that? Yeah, I work with my hands. I'm a man. Well, someone battle roofer. That's a pretty manly job. Only men can do those jobs. There's probably some girl roofers out there, and they probably do a worse job. No, I'm just kidding. If my roofer isn't named like Eduardo Gonzalez, I don't want him because I know he's not going to work as hard and he's going to complain. Oh, it's too hot out here. I've never hired a roofer. Just saying stereotypes. I've seen some white guy roofers. There's a bunch of them out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks is not very diverse at all. And so all those construction jobs are just white guys. Okay. All right. I'm trying not to cut my stomach open. All right. My last name's Gonzalez. It's a popular last name. A lot of people have that last name. My last name's not even mine. Did you know that? My last name is Caton. And I discovered that my grandfather was adopted by a non blood relative long, long time ago. It's a British last name. And so I always thought I was like British, which I am. I'm like quarter British. But my actual last name is Abernathy, which is that's a Scottish last name. You know? So I don't know if I'm going to ever change my name to Abernathy because I'm a little bit lazy to tell you the truth. But when I have kids, their last name's going to be Abernathy. And then they're going to be like, Daddy, Daddy, why do our names not match? I'll be like, because I'm fixing something. All right. Oi, you're British. Oi, Bev. Dun, 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 dun. All right. You're British, mate. I live in the Netherlands, so I don't know how you want to do that. I guess I'll fly over. Not a big deal. Now, help me title this. What should this be called, everybody? Help me title this. You guys are good at names, right? That's what you specialize in. What should this box be called? Give it a name. What do you think, Six? What would Six name it? She's like brilliant at naming things. She's told me this. This would be a breaks box for cards that are neither Pokemon nor waifu slabs. Herbert. A shuffle where you win store credit? No, no, no. That's not a good idea. That's like money for money. I don't like that at all. The Funko box. We got the waifu shuffles, the pokey shuffles. What should this be called? Other shuffle? It could be called the clearance shuffle, where only clearance cards go in here. What do you think? Sealed shuffle, black shuffle, the BBS, the big black shuffle. She would name it the Mickey Break, Mister's Junk in the Trunk, Bullcrap Box, Clearance Shuffle, TCG Shuffle, Clearance. I know you guys like clearance. I wouldn't call it the clearance shuffle. I'd call it the junk shuffle at that point. Junk shuffle for, I guess, junk. Give me 4 years, then I'm on my own house, okay? You want your own house? Sounds good, man. The Chouflet, Mystery Shuffle. Hello, chat and Mr. Hey, bro, please, bro, shuffle. We could call it the Shuffle, bro. Pokey, bro, Shuffle, bro. Junk Shuffle is tempting. I think that's the one I'm leaning toward, Junk Shuffle. Just a box to put all the things I don't like. I live with my parents still. What? You live with mommy and daddy? No wonder. Put this over here. What do you think of that, Six? Six, if a guy lives with his mommy and daddy, how does that make you feel? I don't know about that. We got a nice box going. We just trimmed it up. We're ready to start a new shuffle. Please, bro, shuffle has a ring to it. The urine shuffle. Yes, I'm sorry. Some women like that. No, they don't. Six just wants the Pokemons. It's horrible. The Big Daddy break. RNG shuffle. I think shuffle already means RNG if you think about it. So it's like the shuffle shuffle. Other shuffle and junk shuffle are the leading thoughts here. The junk shuffle implies, though, that it's always not good stuff, which is just not true. I plan on putting good stuff in there. Which Pokemon would you marry? Six, non-bred. I need to live on my own. Yeah, you need that real bad, man. How are you going to get sexy girlfriends if you're not living on your own, you know? So here's the struggle here. Do I pitch it as this is where we put our clearance, or do I pitch it as this is quality product? It's just not Pokemon and it's just not waifus. I think it should be called the other shuffle because we can always put a clearance card into any box, the waifu box, the Pokemon box, and the other box. So it's going to be called the other shuffle. There it is, other shuffle. Oh man, this is a tricky part. Can I actually write this nicely? No. Look how hard that is. So I'll do it like this. What the? Come on, guys, send in those orders. I need to make some money, baby. I just got a quote today. $900 quote for plumbing on that house that we're trying to sell. My God. So we have to do this plumbing and electrical fix on the house after a inspection came in before we can sell. Well, that's what the real estate lady says. She says you should do it if you want the house to sell. So we're doing a electrical fix and a plumbing fix. The plumbing's going to be $900. I don't know what the electrical is going to be. Mister, I did an order. All right, you can be my bestie, Mr. Marius. Mr. Marius. How do we make this thing, huh? All right, so we used to have one of these in the box, and then I threw it away, I think. Is it still over here somewhere? It'd be nice if it was still over here. I shouldn't have thrown it away. I threw it away in haste, didn't I? All right, not very good of me. That's okay. I think all I have to do is this. So crazy, you guys can't hear the music. Slab shuffle? I want gym break for Slowpoke for my first gym break, please. XO. Yeah, let's see. You want me to turn that Slowpoke into a gym break? Is that what you just said? This guy right here? That'll chop your oh, I almost cursed. That'll chop your finger off. That thing's sharp as hell. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna borrow a whole bunch of these Korean cards. We have the new other shuffle. It's going up on the menu. All right. So we need all of our Korean cards now. All the ones we were saving. This is junk. These are upside down. All right. There is one more step. We have to have an other shuffle rewards box. So that has to go on the shelf to my left. We're getting closer to the other shuffle being real. Oh, this needs to go back up in here. I curse all day long when I'm not live. I almost only talk in curse words. So when I go live, I have to pretend to be a good little boy. I almost can't talk any other way. Let's see. We're hitting refresh. No, but I'm 16. Oh, you're too young to move out. Oh, you're fine, dude. 16's too young to move out. 10 Riftbound Unleashed. Ooh, okay. Here we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He also won 6 Pokey Shuffles. Very good, sir. Here we are. Oh, oh. You guys still here? All right. Very good, sir. Did you all read that Mr. Dread is 16? Yes, the tag one shut up. No way. I can't believe it. Don't rush it, Dread. Dread, you got your whole life ahead of you. You're in a great place in life, Mr. Dread. You're 16. You're living with mom and dad. Things are looking up for Mr. Dread. He's living in the Netherlands. How are the Netherlands today, Mr. Dread? Do you keep up with the world news, Mr. Dread? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. Good. Oh, look at that. I can't even speak with you guys. What's wrong with y'all? It's a YouTube chat. We're weirdos. What even is this set? So this is League of Legends. See, it says League of Legends. 14 plus. So Mr. Dreadslayer is old enough to open it. Ready? Is it pretty normal to live with your parents for a long time there anyways? What, in the Netherlands? Dude, I was listening to this guy walk around talking to people in the UK. They were doing a survey, and they were talking about uh, per capita wealth in the UK, and he was asking the British how they thought they ranked in the United States in per capita wealth. And he was surprising them all when he was telling them the UK would not even beat Mississippi in terms of per capita wealth. How crazy is that? I didn't know that either. Even America's poorest state has more money than all of the UK. How wild is that? Is That's some pretty interesting news. That would make me want to move. I'd be like, I'm getting out of here, man. Unless they're about to change something, like if they're going to start lowering taxes and allowing capital investment to come in, which they're not going to do that. They're going to keep the taxes very high. So we got LeBlanc. She's looking pretty saucy. Here's Friendship, Piltover Enforcer, and Jahin. Jahin. There we go. League of Nerds. What? Anyways, I'd never heard that statistic before. Let's see. Here's Hue Athakan Poppy. There we go. Tossing this over here. Watch this creator tournament chaos. Getting into League Riftbound has been kind of a gamble. I didn't know if this set would perform at all, but so far so good. You know, Riftbound's actually been doing okay. We sold through most of the Spirit Forged. Then we did a restock on Spirit Forged, and now we're selling through it again. Would you master Irresistible? Sometimes it's not clear when a set is undervalued, guys. Virtuoso, Smoke and Mirrors. So, you know, if this set is undervalued, you won't know it till later when the prices explode. Think about One Piece, okay? Give me a second. So think about One Piece. When One Piece came out, nobody really thought too much about it. It's like, yeah, there were like these manga rares. They did okay. Everyone's like, I love One Piece. And it wasn't until now, years later, that One Piece is hitting these unbelievable prices. So could this set do that? Yeah, sure. As long as people still love League of Legends. Here's Baron Nashor. You did it. You got Baron. Here's Evelyn, Ivern. But so far, the cards look nice. There's nothing really to complain about here. Here's Keeper of the Hammer, Determined Sentry. See, I think this is kind of the future way of things. I think a lot of valuable IPs are now going to consider making a card set, and Pokemon's going to have a lot more competition, obviously, as a result of that. And which, by the way, that's good for Pokemon card collectors because it'll take some of the pressure off of Pokemon because there'll be other things to collect. But you know, with cards doing so well and Greatest Slabs doing so well, a lot of other IPs are going to want to get their feet wet. They're going to want to splash in the water and open some of their own TCGs. Mary's Larson. So this is the League of Legends TCG, and if it's still a strong title, if it's still a strong video game, and there's a lot of nostalgia for it, it has potential. Minecraft has potential. Mario has potential. Fortnite has potential. That's why you see those sets on the menu. They're not on the menu by accident. Here's Gyarados. Here's Beedrill. Here's. Although I gotta say, with the Minecraft cards and the Fortnite cards, they're not truly TCG, are they? That's a TCG. That's League of Legends TCG. So it could do well. 6 Poke Shuffles. Mr. Marius, good luck. I'm not even allowed to go to the military. Do you want to go into the military? Your parents can't stop you. You got ADHD. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bunch of guys have ADHD and they probably go into the military because they have ADHD. 6 cold ones. All right, we've had some cold ones emerging from the Poke Shuffle. It's always cold just before it gets hot. Thank you, Marius. We have Mark J. Valerian. What's up, man? No hollows, please. 1 box of Pokemon Scarlet. Now, didn't I bring a box of Scarlet over here? Yes, I did. Look at that. May I trade my regular EX cards from the box and bag for however many spots in the trade slab? Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. All right. Kids these days are all born with it. Yeah, kids, everybody's got autism, everyone's got ADHD, everyone's got da 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 da. Let's medicate it, let's medicate it, let's medicate it, let's medicate it. Here's some pills, here's some pills, here's some pills, here's some pills. Oh, you don't want to sit down and read about nonsense? Here's some pills, here's some pills. You've got ADHD. You know, humans evolved for like a million years with none of this crap. You didn't get bored and told to go sit in a classroom and read all this garbage. You didn't have to learn about the quadratic equation like 100 years. Well, maybe, I don't know. No, I think only rich kids did. So almost no one learned that crap. And almost no one today uses it. But you still have to learn it. They make you learn it. It's so stupid. They should teach you how to sell something so you can buy a house. That's actually much more relevant to whether you have children and a family than knowing the gosh dang quadratic equation. It's so stupid. So they're always trying to make you read some stupid woke book or some dumb stuff. Even Shakespeare's boring, man. I know Shakespeare's like brilliant for its time. It's truly like groundbreaking and brilliant, but you read it today and it's just like, it's still good actually. But let's say you don't want to learn it right now. You know, everybody doesn't everybody doesn't have to know it. It's not like, you know, it's not a religion. You don't even have to know religions either. You just need to know how to make money and buy a house. Let's get started with that. Once you have a house, then you can focus on being cultured. That's my opinion. Think about order of operations here. What's more important, that you know how to get Shakespeare quotes and like, let me talk about the, Hamlet's a foiled, you know what I mean? What's more important, that or you bought a house in a debt economy? Yeah, the house is way more important. So I don't like school and the way it works these days. They make all the boys sit down, pump them full of Ritalin, diagnose them with this. Oh, you got an A in writing, but a D in math. You must be an idiot. Oh, you got an A in math, but a D in writing. You must be an idiot. There's all this. It's so stupid. I can't take it. I'm gonna pop, dude. It's so infuriating because none of it makes sense to me. I feel like a strategist. I have a brain for strategy and organization. And when I see the inefficiency of the public school system, all I could think is this is just another form of taxpayer fraud where you got a whole bunch of people getting paid and they don't want to change the system because they're scared to shake the golden goose. They're scared to shake up the thing that's paying them all this money. Yes, you need to know how to read and write. Yes, you need to know how to do complex logic in your head. It makes you smarter, right? But it's like you don't need to pump boys full of Ritalin, and you need to recognize when people are actually going to be very good at valuable skills like electrician, plumber. I'm paying this plumber $900 to probably do something very easy. All these other jobs exist, and all anyone wants you to do is academia. And it's like, bro, it's so not necessary for the entire society to be forced to do academia. How did society ever build, all the things that got built in the past, like like Notre Dame or whatever? You think all those guys knew the quadratic equation when they were building Notre Dame? They didn't know how to do that. So it's just, I don't know. It drives me nuts. I do think it's just a big money slush fund. That's what I think is really going on. All right, here's Clough. I think it's just a money slush fund. The school system's a special way to take money from you, the worker, and give it to a bunch of other people. It's like a whole system of money. I think that's what's really going on. You just follow the money, you realize there's all these administrators, all these boards of this, boards of that. They all get paid tremendous amounts of money. And if you even suggest, hey, let's take this money away, they're going to be like, oh, so you hate children. That's what they'll say. Oh, so you hate children. Look at this, Starley. When I grew up, I was homeschooled and I learned almost nothing in my homeschooling, almost nothing. And then I graduated with the computer science degree, Bachelor of Science, 4-year degree. How's that even possible? How's that possible? I'll tell you why it's possible. Because all that middle school and high school education isn't that important. You, with your adult brain, can just go learn math at an older age. It's not like because we're also brainwashed into this sort of like lifestyle and the way things have to work. You can just go learn math later in life. You don't have to learn it at 8 years old. You don't have to learn it at 15 years old. I learned some of the most advanced forms of mathematics when I was like 23 and 24 to get basically a computer science engineering degree. And it was really difficult stuff. And I didn't have any prior education in mathematics. My parents didn't teach me any math. I knew none of it. And I still graduated with that degree because you can just learn it as an adult. And the only reason that you don't believe that's possible is because no one currently does it that way. No one does it that way. Everyone goes through like 20 years of high school and they think that's the only way to do it. You have to do it that way. So you're all convinced I need 20 years in high school to be able to get a college degree. It's just not true. I'm living proof of that. So put this boy in a seat, give him Ritalin. Put this boy in a seat, call him a problem. Put this boy in a seat, force him to learn all this garbage that he doesn't care about. Make him sit in a seat, need his Skittles and his diet soda or whatever he's drinking, his energy drink and Skittles. Apparently, pesticide covered strawberries, perhaps. His slice of cafeteria pizza, you know, and now we have this fantastic society. Wonderful. You know what I mean? It's like we finally did it, guys. We're the best economy in the world. This is the most fulfilling lifestyle. No one can afford a home. No one can afford a car. No one can afford retirement. Everyone's begging for socialism because nothing's affordable. We finally did it. You all have degrees. You all have high school diplomas. It's so valuable. Oh, wait a second. No, none of it's valuable. Your high school diploma now isn't valuable. You have to have a college degree. Oh, you have a college degree? Oh, it's not valuable. You can't get a job. It's such a scam, dude. It's such a scam from older people onto younger people who haven't figured it out yet. The fastest way to get money and to get rich and to get a home and to get, investments and to start scaling your money, you have to start doing a business and you have to start doing a job and you have to start scaling your investments. You have to start pouring your money into some kind of risk, some kind of capital risk. Is all right. You don't actually need Shakespeare. He's not going to help you buy a home, except in some very rare cases. Like if you're in theater, here we are. You don't actually need Shakespeare. You can just go read it in a book. You are. You can read it on your free time. You don't have to pay somebody thousands of dollars to teach it to you. And you never will read it in your free time because it's boring AF. It is. It's just terribly boring. Here we are. All right. We got a couple hollows. He says no hollows. Thank you for the hollows donation. Wow, look at these tough hollows, man. Just an olive tree. Yeah, but you need the fundamentals to learn when you're young. But that's what I'm saying, Mr. Shahir. You've been told that your whole life and you believe it. I didn't learn the fundamentals. How did I turn out okay? Am I just an exception? I don't think so. I think that we over exaggerate the power of early education. We over exaggerate it. I think your intelligence, you're just born with it. It's just baseline. You're either real smart or you're not real smart. And if you're smart, you can start learning at 23 and quickly learn the quadratic equation. You don't have to learn it at 12. You can learn it at 23. It makes no difference. You're either smart enough to learn it or you're not. And so, you get people who really struggle with maybe with math. Maybe they're good with their hands, but they're bad at math. And so you assume, oh, well, the problem is we didn't start them early enough on this education. No, the problem is you're trying to get a you're trying to get a squirrel to swim and a snake to dig under the earth and an elephant to fly. That's the problem. You're mismatching people with their skill sets because you go to school and there's 500 different things to learn at school and everyone's got things that they do best, but you're not focusing on that. You're making them do stuff that they hate. And nobody likes to learn something that they hate. So I'm very passionate, anyways, about this subject. You might be able to tell. You try to teach somebody something they hate, and not only will they never get a job in that subject, they're never going to get good grades in it either. And we're all about that as a society. Go learn this stuff that you hate. Oh, you didn't learn it? You must need Ritalin. Here, stuff your brain full of this Ritalin while you're young. This will do good. Pharmaceutical companies love it, dude. They're like, yeah, easy money, bro. They figured it out. They're selling stuff. The pharmaceutical company is selling stuff, so they're the winners, and you're buying it, and the taxpayers buying it. So that's what it's all about. It's about sales. Hey, I got a book. You need to learn this book. Why? Because you're paying me to teach you to read this book. Oh, isn't that crazy? I feel like not enough people sit down and realize how actually insane that is. You have to pay someone else to let you read a book or to tell you to read it. That's crazy stuff. We are. All right. So we're separating your EXs from your ARs. You got a fat bag of ARs. You actually have a really expensive bag, Mr. Mark. This is like, look at this one card. That's beautiful, man. You got some good stuff. Yeah, people need to know academics because there's a lot of academic jobs in the world, including reading, writing, studying, research, science. And then there's a lot of people who don't need that stuff. There's people who want to do road work for 40 years. They're going to do road work, good paying job, by the way, and they don't need to know all the academic stuff, but we make them go through school all the same. Nah, dude, you should just let those guys go get their jobs and get started on buying a home before you. Like, imagine you're allowed to go work on whatever, like road work at the age of like 15, and you get like, remember the academic guy, he's not going to graduate from college till he's like 22, 23. So if you start working road work at 15, you got like a 7 or 8 year lead on income from that guy. You're going to beat him. You're going to buy a house first and actually build wealth. He's busy like learning all this stuff for a job that's not even guaranteed at the end of the education. That's strategy. You got to sit down and think that way. Anyways, I want more boxes of Night Wanderer. You like it? You like Night Wanderer? We just ran out of it. If you're just a little street smart and have a decent work ethic, money awaits you everywhere. Yeah, exactly. So you start a restaurant or a construction company or a landscaping company or plumbing, electricity. There's so many things you can just learn. Forklifts, warehouse management, driving trucks, maybe even managing the new AI trucks, whatever it is. You don't need the quadratic equation for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're just learning stuff you don't need to know. It's so antiquated. Truly antiquated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope it's defeated someday. I hope that the school system as we know it today is defeated one day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. You got 29 of these. So how about 3 spots over here? honestly, I don't really want all of these. Like this Petulant and the Monkey Dory aren't exactly my cup of tea, but I don't mind. How about 3 spots in here, Mr. Mark? Sounds good. All right, you got it. When everyone works low skill jobs and no one learns anything, so society stagnates. But here's my point: is if you got a kid who's academic, you'll know right away he's an academic type. He'll talk weirdly articulately. He'll write really well. He'll do the math very easily without you having to smash a hammer over his head. He'll just be like, "Oh, I get it." So you run into those types in college. I ran into them in college. They're all over the place, so you can clearly tell when a kid is an academic. They'll have a natural passion for ideas, for abstractions, for reading. They'll have a natural passion for scientific experiment. So just send those guys off to academia. And for people who are more like sports oriented or hands on oriented, send them to shop. Teach them how to become an artisanal stonemason, or maybe like the guy who finishes your beautiful $1 million bathroom in your mansion, whatever it is. There's some really high paying jobs in the trades. Speaking of trades, this was a trade. So there needs to be a broader concept of what it means to be educated or trained for work. We don't take that broad view. We just force every kid to learn the same garbage. Some of it's very political too. Sometimes you got to teach the kid, hey, you got to share the same ideas as I do politically. So school just becomes a place where they babysit your kid and teach your kid, leftist politics, or maybe in the conservative areas, your kid learns conservative politics, right? So it just becomes like an indoctrination place for your kid. How stupid is that? There you go. Some other adults got their claws in your kid's way of thinking. How fun is that? All right, there we go. Schools already have those programs. A lot of classes had the options to take was learning the trades. Oh, cool. Okay, so maybe I don't know this, but maybe schools are already trying these concepts out already. All right, there we go. Magneton. I've noticed throughout life, I'm better at math than a lot of people, and I wasn't good at it in school. I was kind of self-taught on a lot of it. Nice. So there you go, Mr. Mark. He's got 3 spots on the trade slab. He traded in his EXs. You guys can trade in your EXs for those slabs. All right, next up we have Marius Larson, 10 Pokey Shuffles, 2 live customs. Whoa, there we go. That's a big order. 2 live customs, 10 Pokey Shuffles. Good luck. Did the April sub PSA go out yet? It is behind. I'm very sorry. It is behind. Last night and the day before, I worked very, very hard. I'm talking like 8-hour shifts on card grading, but it was all for tag because I had this rare opportunity to get 2 more tag submissions out, even though they've shut down their bulk grading. I was able to get 2 more bulk grades out. And so they were really big ones. And I just got 2 of those out and I just focused on that. The reason why is because on Monday, those options become unavailable. So they sent out an email warning us that our pending orders could be used to place final orders. That's pretty cold. All right, let's hope that your Pokey Shuffles are hot. You ready? All right, here goes. I wish I knew how to rule the world. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know about ruling the world, but how about buying a nice house? How about buying a nice house with a pool? How about buying a nice house with the lake of the view of the lake? How about buying a nice house in a retirement? How about buying a nice house and having a hot girlfriend? There's so many good things in this world. You don't got to have it all. But a lot of people aren't even experiencing some of that stuff. They're not even getting some of that stuff in their life, and it's just terrible. Chandelure, there has to be some solutions to it if you think about it. All right, Chandelure is going to be over here. We just added this one. $65. So what are you thinking? Is this a keep or is it a re-roll? You're ahead by $15. Were those new tag subs put in Discord? I need to post them because I got everyone's submission out. Remember, everyone's submission was at risk. Well, I managed to get them out. So that's good. Yeah, there was this loophole where if you had a pending order, you could send the pending order out to tag until Monday. You had until Monday at 12 p.m. And so when I looked into my account, I had 2 pending orders. They were just, what they were is they were just test orders. That's all they were. So they were just sitting there in my account, open pending orders, ready to be edited. So those are like, a blank check to send in a big submission. So I think I sent a total of like 500 cards out in 2 days. So now I'm ready to return to working on the PSA sub. That's where we're at. I'm ready to get back to the PSA sub. I know it's late. I'll re-roll. All right, you got it. Re-roll time. Okay, so that's a re-roll for $55, which is 11 cards. Now, this is going back in for 65, which is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There it is. We put it in the back of the box these days. And this gets marked down to 55. All right. Good luck in there. He's doing a re-roll of 11 spots. TCC 2032. There's got to be some kind of solution, because if you think about it, America and the world is suffering from a cost of living crisis. So we need to be leaner and smarter and faster at making money and being productive. Being productive being the key word. How do we get people be productive? Well, don't make people sit in school learning something they hate till they're 24. That's one way to be more productive, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let people work early if they're smart and they want to work early and get rich and buy a home. People look at it like, oh, child labor, child labor. I think that that's a stigma. I worked when I was 14. You know how much I learned working for my dad's home business? And I made a little money too. I learned so much from my dad's home business. And that's what inspired me to start this little business. And that's what made me into a millionaire. So, you know what? That college degree wasn't even necessary, is the irony. All the things I learned running my dad's home business as a kid, I think I started when I was 13. That's when I started. All the things I learned running his little business when I was a kid was more valuable than all of my education put together. This is all I needed, was this information on how to run a little home business. I learned almost all of it running his home business. We are. All right. Breviary. Most of all, it teaches you that it's possible, right? Knowing that it's possible is what makes you get up and do it yourself, because you're like, oh, yeah, I can do that. That's a downgrade. It's $45. But maybe you like Braviary a little better. You hit the 1 in 1,000 chance to have a successful business. You know what? I think it's way higher than 1 in 1,000. I really do. It's way higher. I don't think it's like that rare. I think it's way higher. I mean, like I started, but look how many other guys open ripping ships too. There's a ton of them now. And look how many other people are in the hobby. Look at how many people run card shops. Look at how many successful vendors there are. I'm kind of a small fish in a big pond at this point, right? There's a lot of guys out there. You still coughing? Did you get a checkup? Yeah, I told the doctor about my cough and she just did not care. She wasn't worried. Your dad sounds like a lot like my dad, just minus the bad stuff. He's an antique dealer. I grew up doing shows. I learned a lot from him. I've adapted to all selling online. Yeah. Well, my dad, he got into eBay as soon as eBay came out. That was like a new technology. And one day he just got up and started spending like $10,000 at a time on like wood. And he just started selling it on eBay. And so he was a big risk taker that way. I'd never seen anyone do that before. And it worked. I saw him flip that into a profit. And so I learned you can just get up one day and just do stuff. You can just start doing wild stuff, you know? That when you see someone else do it with your own eyes, you realize you can do it too. I'll re-roll it. All right, we're re-rolling. Braviari is going to go to 40. Your re-roll is going to be for 8. Good luck. Marius is hoping for a big strike. You worked hard. I don't want to sound like I'm discrediting. You timed it right and got lucky into the right niche. Well, you have to look at the whole trajectory too, though. I worked for Coca-Cola as mad and hard as I could. I worked Target and Sears at the same time. I worked at Sam's Club. I had this vision of going to college. I was reading self-help books. I was really motivated. I was really ambitious the whole time. I was really motivated to not lead sort of like a impoverished lifestyle, which is what I was used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And so, yeah, the timing and the luck was right, correct? But I was doing stuff. In other words, to get lucky, you have to take a shot. You can't get lucky if you're not taking shots. So you have to be out there doing as much as you can do all the time, and that's when you get a lucky break. Because if you're not casting any fishing lines into the water, you're not going to catch a big fish ever. So you have to have something going on where you're changing and experimenting. That's part of the deal. And so that's what I was doing. I was constantly changing and experimenting. And so even if I didn't become a Pokemon card dealer, I would have been a software engineer. I graduated with the degree. It is. So I would have done something. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Maybe I would have been wealthier. I've thought about that before. What if Pokemon cards held me back from becoming like a really good? Oh, there you go. 4 live chase card. That's the hit you're looking for. All right. Well, he re-rolled into a bigger card, everybody. Wow. Lucky day for Mr. Marius. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he just got very lucky. You clearly have a good head on your shoulders. Right. And so I was working on the Game Economist when I said, what if we just started doing Pokemon cards? And I got up and I bought a table and I bought a shelf and I bought lighting and I bought an iPhone. I'd never owned an iPhone before. And then I just started putting stuff out there. I just started burning energy to make stuff. That was me casting the line in the water. That's what I'd seen my dad do. I saw him do that in real life, because he was looking at for a way to grow, for a way to make more money, because he had to, because we were going to go broke if he didn't. So, but seeing someone else do that makes you realize you can do that too. You can take a chance on something, and it's usually not totally random. I had a feeling about Pokemon cards at the time. Remember, like I was studying baseball cards, I was studying graded gold, and then I saw graded Pokemon. I'm like, whoa, that has potential. So it wasn't like pure random luck. It was sort of like I had a hunch and I was placing a bet is what I was doing. That's what everyone in a capitalist society, you take your capital and you invest it toward the thing that you think has the most value. So I was placing a bet with my capital and it was a very good bet. All right, here goes. 4 of these. Now you're looking like you might have a good time, Mr. Marius. Let's see what we got for you. Happy birthday to Alvin Milana. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how to get on that Magneton break? Yeah, the Magneton break is a trade break. You can buy in for $5. Or you can trade $5 worth of cards to get into it. It's called the trade break because you're allowed to trade your way into it. All right, so here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Glad it worked out for you. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out for me. Ready? All right. Here's Cinderace and aha, that's what we're looking for. Maybe a double. Wicked Thunder and Stanky Manky. All right. That could be a very big card. You only need 1 card in this box, the live custom box. Pokebank, dang, what did the submission run you? It was huge, man. It was multiple thousands of dollars. I pulled the money out of my main banking account. That's where all the money reserved. That's where the money ball is, the reserve money. Okay, Pikachu T10. What could that be? It's not McDonald's Pikachu. So what is that? That's gonna be. Oh, okay. It's gonna be this guy right here. Pikachu Trick or Trade, number 018. Now, I would accept this if I were you. You know why? Because his price today is not $100. His price today, we looked it up, is $200. Go look it up. Go look up last sold. Go look up the last sold on the Gengar from the same set. This is a hit. But because we only put it in the box for 100 and because it's already been re-rolled once, I can only re-roll it for you for 75. Okay? So that's what you're looking at. You'll keep it. All right, that's the move. So that's your Cinderace. And we're going to say, Mr. Marius. All right, very good. That was the smart move because that card's now like a $200 card. It really is. Okay, we're grabbing this. That would be $12,500 PSA submission. I don't know about tag. It was really expensive. It was really expensive. I won't go into too many details, but yeah, it was really expensive. All right. Very good. Jose Trevino, 10 Poke Shuffles. Wow, there's the Poke Shuffles again. We got to get those other shuffles running so that we can put weird stuff in there. What do you guys think? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No! Jose Trevino, that is a straight cold round. I'm so sorry, man. That can happen. I'm going to do this. We got a giveaway going. Where's our giveaway? Do we got a giveaway? We don't got a giveaway. Let's give away. Oh, here it is. Let's get you in there. Jose Trevino, if you have another cold round, you're going in the second chance break. Unless your previous round was cold. Do you know? Was your previous round cold? How many spots are taken in the jungle? Yeah, so here are the pack breaks here, everybody. Don't miss these. We got Marvel with 2 spots left. That's Topps Chrome Marvel. And this is Jungle. I think only 2 people in here so far, but this is top tier stuff, guys. Holographic PSA 10 Jungle cards are now selling over $5,000 per card. Some are going up to $10,000. So this is serious business these days. And then here's Topps Chrome. Now, even the common cards are selling for like $200, $300, $500. So vintage packs are where it's at. They are a pricey entry point, but they're serious business. No hollows, please. 1 box of Future Flash. You got it, man. Let me get some Future Flash for you. Oh, yeah. The turnaround is killing me for PSA. CGC has been a lot better. It's it's a crazy world out there right now. CGC, BGS, PSA tag grading. We got to get Cardconomist grading going again. I'd love to get it all set up for Miss Alexis. Get her grading some cards. Get her encapsulating. I'm going to get you guys to write her a letter. Please encapsulate our cards. What do you guys think? I think she'd be good at it. Unfortunately, modern CGC doesn't do too well. Well, you know, that could be a buying opportunity if that's true. Just snipping this, snipping this. Snipping this. All right, and snipping these. Good luck. All right. Mr. Mark, I'm loving these orders, Mark. Mr. Mark's got some of the best orders. He's opening these whole boxes of Pokemon cards, Japanese. What gets better than that? I don't think there's anything better than that. Yeah, some people have been ignoring some of these boxes too, but it's like, hey, they're getting pretty old. They're due for a price increase. And some of the ARs in here are really spectacular. People underestimated the value of an AR. You let me too, Mr. I Green have been. Mr. Running Car Shot really helps him with the tag thing. Way less liquid on eBay. eBay loves PSA. Yeah, that's true. We do sell the tag slabs pretty easily on the table, but we have a special audience where they trust my opinion on things. And Tag's good. Tag's a good company. I like it. That's why you see Tag Grading has the same number of cards being graded as SGC already. So they've caught up to SGC and now they're trying to expand. So that's what you see. They're trying to expand. All right, so you got Iron Moth. It's a pretty cool looking card, right? Here's, I don't like this card. This is the Psychic Bird Ostrich, whatever it was called. Some people speculated that that was designed after Lady Gaga or something like that. Aspartha or something like that. I don't remember. Iron Valiant. All right, Iron Valiant for the SR. Code. Code. Here's here we have the sword. I've got a decent amount of tag off. Yeah, I like them. It just is what it is. There's really only one thing I don't like about tag, and it's the way that it's very hard to crack open a tag case. That's the hardest part. It's so hard to open those. I don't like that because sometimes I like to regrade my cards if I want a second opinion. But other than that, I like them. They're tough as hell to get a 10 with. So when I see a card graded 10 by tag grading, I know I can just scan it to further see like the forensic images because they always do these forensic images. So I can check the forensic images to make sure those look good. And then I can visibly see the card inside the slab really well because they have one of the clearest slabs on the market. So you can see the card inside very easily. And then, yeah, it's just really good stuff. It is. And I trust that they have such a tough grading standard as well. They have a tough grading standard. All right, so what are we going to get out of here? They had to improve the slab after the situation with them breaking. Yeah, but I think that that was a case where it never got encapsulated. I've shared that opinion before. So I don't think that it would be possible for that card to be encapsulated and then you just touch it and it falls apart. Here's my theory. The guy who was in charge of encapsulating it, he assembled the slab, and because it's such a tight fit, it just kind of held together. And then he forgot to actually encapsulate it, and he just put it into the box like it was done. But I'm betting that one still needed encapsulation. That was what really happened. I know this because I actually own an encapsulator. And when you really think about it, even if it was slightly encapsulated, like maybe the horn didn't last as long as it was supposed to, even in that case, it would still be pretty well stuck together because the encapsulation can occur for less than a quarter of a second. So it doesn't really make sense to me that it was encapsulated at all and then just fell apart. That doesn't that doesn't make sense to me. What makes way more sense is if it was never encapsulated. And that's very easy to do because once the slab is put together, it already does look encapsulated. So he could have put it together, got distracted, and then been like, all right, this one's done encapsulating. And then he just puts it in the box, right? That's most likely what happened. And then just sort of like surface tension kept it stuck together. Because when you actually assemble the slabs, they're very sticky to each other, anyways. So it feels like they are encapsulated. All right, here we are. That also means that got past, quality assurance if that's what happened. But so that's most likely what happened. It never got encapsulated at all. Ooh. Now, if it did get encapsulated, what might have happened was he might have pushed the button to have the horn come down, and he might have released the button way too quickly. And so maybe it just never, like the horn didn't touch the slab or something. That's another scenario. Mark J. Valerian. All right, Mr. Mark. Very good. Set that there. Now, if let's say they had the horn settings were wrong, like it was set to not encapsulate long enough, maybe like 0.001% or one of a second. So if that was the problem, what you would have seen is his whole order would fall apart. So every slab would just fall apart, but that didn't happen. And then also, if the horn was malfunctioning, that's another scenario where I think the whole submission would be bad. But it was just the one slab. So the guy in charge of encapsulating it, he never encapsulated it at all. That's probably that I guarantee you that's what happened. All right. Encapsulating cards is very repetitive. You just stand there, push a button, stand there, push a button, stand there, push a button. It's a it's a repetitive style of work. Next up, we got Mr. Jeff. Hey, Jeff. One Waifu Shuffle. All right. One Waifu Shuffle, Mr. Jeff. A 1, 2, 3. I want to cross tag Pristine to BGS. Yeah, I want to do that too. I suspect some of the Pristines will turn into BGS Pristines, and maybe one or two of them will turn into BGS Black Label. There it is, Jeff Leon. One cold one. Sorry, Jeff. I like those Waifu Shuffles a lot. All right. What time is it? 4:44? We've only been live for like an hour and 10 minutes, guys. We got plenty of time left together. So we got time to make that other shuffle. That's what it's called, the other shuffle. Marius Larson's going deep. He says he wants a spot in the jungle. Here goes. Good choice. Hey, Mister, when is the April 26th PSA submission? Hey, how's it going? Are you asking when it's going to return? What's your question? Or are you asking about the one that's going out? Either way, it's not done. So there you go. All right. One spot in the jungle. It doesn't matter which question you're asking. In both cases, it's not done. Here it is. I think I want to do another order. Damn, bro. Put that there. So you're in the jungle. 2 Rocket Korean, 2 Inferno X Korean. Now this is good stuff. We got this Inferno X. We're just waiting for someone to pull Mega Charizard out of these Korean cards. Isn't that nice? You know that cost them like nothing to open these, right? Let's start sneeping. There it goes. All right. We got a Flygon. All right. All right. All right. We got Citadel. Put that there. Good. Mr. Marius. Nothing crazy popping out. Just some normal stuff. 2-spot snipe in the jungle. It's a me, Marius. Boop. By the way, if you're watching this and you want to participate in our breaks and our pack openings, try placing a first-time order. We got a free card for you guys. If you place a first-time order, we've got this special free slab right here. There's 4 spots on it left. This was donated by Ivan Rodriguez. I hope he's okay. I hope he's just taking a little vacation or something. We haven't seen him in a little while. It makes me feel kind of bad because he didn't announce that he needed to step away. Hold on. All right, having a little cough there. Let's see. Now we got an order from boop, Mark J. Valerian, 1 box of Future Flash. Whoa! This stream brought to you by Mark J. Valerian. Very cool. Sorry, mister. I think I accidentally wrote Future Flash. Future Flushing. Here we are. Oh, never mind. I'm high. I talked to him. I won't air out his business, but he's not well. Ah, man. I don't like to hear that. All right. Well, I hope he gets better soon. Throw that out. Throw this out. All right. There we go. Sometimes people have bad stuff going on, maybe bad for a month or a week or whatever, and they pop back a week later or a month later and they say, yeah, I was having a bad month. All right. Here's a snip. Here's a snip. Just waiting for a doctor to tell me my vocal cords are shot and I'm going to need surgery. All right, snipping this. Snipping this. All right, let's get this snip going. Good. And we'll snip this as well. Okay. Ooh. You'll sound like RFK, mister. Yeah. Ah, Mega Altaria. Here we are. Not Mega Altaria, but it is Altaria. Chien Pao, which is a hollow. All right, let's see what we got in here. We're looking for good ARs. We're also looking for an Altart to potentially pop out. There's still a chance for that, even though you pulled an SR. You can pull 2, by the way. But it's not super common in this time period for that to happen. There's Delibird, Santa Claus. Oops. All right. All right. House Mouse. Okay. All right. What we got here? We got AG Slash. I'm back. Work got super busy. Santa, yeah, Santa Claus. Here's Blitzel. I think it's Blitzel. Oh, that's a really interesting drawing of Blitzel. Seems kind of like he's in a lonely forest. Ah, and the Iron Moth. All right, Iron Moth shows his head again. Look at that Iron Moth. I think he's made out of iron. All right, I'll put that over there. Here's a cold one. Cold. The Iron Hands. Ooh, Iron Hands. We've got Iron Juggernaut. What's the name of the I don't remember the name of that one. There's the bird. Code. Little Steelix. Here's a little melodic. Here's a little cold one. And here's a little cold one. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, we hit 40 likes. You know what that means, right, guys? That means the daytime stream's getting their giveaway. We do a giveaway if we hit 40 likes in either stream, either the daytime or the nighttime. So you guys did a good job. You guys almost always hit the 40 likes. You guys do better than the night than the nighttime. You're just better at it. So this round, we got Iron Moth. This Forest Blitzel. Look at that. It's pretty crazy looking. It's so artistic. And then this one's kind of artistic too. It's Deli Bird, but he's got like a jetpack propulsion because he's a robot from the future. Pretty weird. You know, that's their thing for this Scarlet Violet was future and past Pokemon. Very interesting. All right. I'm on the hunt for Slab. Yeah. Here is Mark J. Valerian. Mr. Mark. All right. Just got my CGC submission results. My Team Rocket's Mewtwo from Destined Rival got a 10. Nice. Very good. Give me a moment here. Man, I got coughed so much. It's so crazy. Six says she wants into the trade slab. All right, what do we got going on here, Miss Six? Maybe we got some stuff. You probably want your Heliolisk. Here's some Korean. I can't count that toward the trade, though. You know that, right? You want to keep the Raichu. I don't know if you want the Mega Meganium. Let's see. Because it is, after all, just an EX. You got these. I don't know how badly you want these. These are just junk to me, though, really. The Korean Hollows and the Korean EXs. I don't think they're worth grading. Korean ARs and Korean SRs and SIRs, those are fine. I don't care about EX. Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's an EX Mega Venusaur. I'll do something with them. I don't know quite yet because I don't even grade them, but I'll do something with them. I'll probably take them and put them in, I don't know, maybe I'll just put them in the live customs or something. So people have stuff to pull out of the live customs. This is really nice. How'd you get that? That's great. The Groudon's good. Let's see. We got some solo leveling. You know, we have a new set of solo leveling coming that you guys have never seen before. That's on the way. Look, none of this is sleeved. All right. Here we are. So there we have it. You need $5 out of this. So what do we actually have? We got, I don't really care too much about those. Here's some hollows. Here's some more hollows. Now that's not really a very many hollows at all, actually. 1, 2, 3. There's a chunk. 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. So we'll say this is about $3. Is this $2 of hollows? I don't feel like it is. Let me see if I can find just like one last thing, okay? Give me a second here. I mean, maybe I would just accept the other Korean cards out of your bag, the junk Korean cards, so you can keep your hits. I don't know, because I can take the Korean cards and at least put them into a junk pack at some point. So they might, I guess technically they have at least a small value to me, but it's pretty light. I must prefer to not worry about them. But if we're trying to stretch every dollar we got, there it is. What do you think? Take them all? All right. So all your Korean cards that are not hits have been removed from your bag. You keep all of your Korean hits. So the ARs and the SRs and SIRs. And then we removed like energies and trainers, hollows and EXs. So that's going to be it. That's the trade. Not a very big trade. It's most of this is Korean. just a small amount of it is English or Japanese. So it's not a bad situation for you. That's $5 going into the magnet ton. Now you have a shot at the magnet ton, 1 in 6 odds. Good luck with that. You might pull the whole thing. That's what a trade looks like, by the way, if you guys like trading. But that's what the trade break is for. We get a cute little slab up here, and you have a way to get rid of your junk and get into the trade slab. Can you put the spot for Ivan? Yeah. We'll say 6 to Ivan. All right, so maybe we get lucky there. I want $5, mister. Yeah? There we go. Put that there. What we got going on now? I haven't had any ZELLE orders in a minute. You guys know when it comes to ZELLE orders, there is a special giveaway for people who do ZELLE. Look, right here. See that ZELLE order? So this guy right here is a giveaway for people who make purchases with the ZELLE. If you've never heard of it, it's like PayPal, but it's owned by the banks. The big banks own ZELLE. ZELLE charges me no fees. So when you do about $100 worth of transaction with the ZELLE, I'll put you in here every time. And so it's a great way to get a little bit of cash back, almost like a credit card reward kind of thing. Every bit counts, right? All right, so that is done. We're hitting refresh. Tell you what, since we have an empty queue at the moment, let me head right over here to eBay, and we're going to get some shipping done. So we're going to get this label printed. All right, print. I get TCC miles with the ZELLE. Exactly. The way we give the money back, since there's a little bit of savings, we host a giveaway slab for ZELLE buyers. All right, so this shall say 1 BGS display. All right, I sell those BGS and tag and CGC and PSA displays on eBay. All right, that's good. And now there's one more, and I don't know where this slab is. So this is Princess Bubblegum. Let me look at what the title of the actual card is. It says Why Schwartz Princess Bubblegum. So I am just curious because I don't think that's up here on the table. Let's see if we can find that because we brought the eBay slabs over onto the table, and I didn't see that card. I don't think it's up here. All right, so it's not there. Just checking all that. 2 spots left in this Marvel break. Oh my gosh, I thought it would be over by today's stream, but it's not. People are buying other things. All right, so now what I'm gonna do. I am gonna check our All Slabs channel to see if I see the Bubblegum Princess in there. So no, she doesn't appear to be in here. So let me check behind me. I know I have some slabs behind me. Star Wars, Voltaland, Shuffle. All right. Not there. I'm going to check the Waifu Shuffle box. Nighttime stream Marvel pack will go off twice. Watch. Yeah, it was moving pretty fast there, wasn't it? We got to get more sexy waifus graded. Now that's Bubblegum taking a phone call. So that's a different card, isn't it? All right, that's not good because I didn't see it in there. It is not in the Waifu Shuffle. It's a different Bubblegum card. I got to locate it so we can print the label. All right. Oh, it's right here. Okay, we're good. Wait a second. There's all these other eBay slabs over here. Why didn't I finish doing this? So we got all these other eBay slabs? Why didn't I finish selling these? Oh, look, there's that guy. Huh. All right, that one's sold. Do you want to know how much this sold for? It sold for $75. That is a common Adventure Time card. It's not even a rare. Sold for $75. All right, which is pretty good because not too long ago, PSA grading was much cheaper. Now it's more expensive. So maybe the risk reward is not as good. But back then it was cheaper before this big Pokemon boom. All right, there we go. Good. So it looks like I got a couple more eBay slabs to price up for you guys. I just got out of the hospital from a kidney transplant. Damn, dude. That is a big deal, huh? Is it going well? I hope it's going well. You are. You are. People got real stuff going on in life. Well, I hope that you're feeling good. I hope it heals and everything works well. Jeez Louise, man. All right, let's see what this is. Let's see. So here's Miss Six. She says a spot in the trade break for Ivan. What? She's buying a spot too. That's so nice, Six. Hope you're doing better, man. That sucks. Okay. All right. So both 6 spots are for Ivan. Oops. Oh, my eye. Ah, itchy eye. I get TCC miles with the ZELLE. Here's Mark J. Valerian. Can I get 2 pre-grades for the Cresselia from Night Wanderer? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2 pre-grades for Cresselia. All right, let's see. Here's Cresselia 1, Cresselia 2, Cresselia 3. How many Cresselias you got? Oh, you got some more EXs. All right, because those are very recent. Any more Cresselias? He's aura farming with these Cresselias, man. The Cresselias are pretty cool, actually. All right, there we have it. All right. Yay. Only in the hospital 4 days, but I'm home. Damn, bro. All right. That's rough, dude. All right. Let's see what we got here, everybody. You ready? So round number 1, this will fail the 10. This is a 9. It's got scratches. It's got like a bunch of scratches, little ones right here. You see that from the manufacturing sometimes. Oh, this has it in the same location, but it's not as severe. But you know what? The bottom of the card is no good. Wow. Oh, your card landed perfectly on its side, so that's nice. But take a look at this. Wasn't going to grade 10 anyways. Look at that. So that is like a crease or something. And then these are the scratches I'm referring to. Oh, it's not showing up very well on the camera. How do I get them to show up? I'll zoom more. I can see them better with my eyes. It's not showing up on the camera very well. So weird. They're there. Do you see them? They're subtle, but they're definitely there. So their imaging will detect that. Tags, anyways. So this card's probably a 6 because of the folded corner at the bottom. Yeah, that card like popped out of my hand. So that one's a 6 anyways, though. This one's probably a 9. It's got the same exact issue. That card didn't want to be held. Hold a flashlight flush with the card. Can show up on camera sometimes. It is. So there's 6 and 9. All right, centering is good on this one. Let's see how it's going. Oh, man, this has exactly the same issue, although out of the 3, it's probably the least problematic one. Oh, but it's got it lower down on the card. So all 3 of these are no good. So here we can see, once again, there's scratches showing up on the edge of the card. Maybe you can see them up here the best. But if we go down here, it's got the same problem right here. See that? So it could be the case that the companies don't care about that. It's kind of like scuffing or something. Now let's check the front of the card. Front of the card's good. So I don't know. I would not trust any of these to grade 10. You could experiment and send them out anyways if you want to experiment. There you go. This gonna say 9. All right, just another poor troll. All right, we'll put that right there. Mark J. Valerian. Sorry, man. I would like to say those are going to get 10s. I think those are pretty rough. He lightly dropped it. It flipped out of my hand. It looked really dangerous, right? The way it flipped out of my hand, but it actually landed like perfectly on its side. And so that's not so bad, is it? Yeah, the way it landed was pretty safe. However, it doesn't really matter. It had a folded edge at the bottom either way. It was never going to grade 10. So it's not like I was holding a potential BGS black label and then I dropped it. No, that card's going to grade 6 at best. With PSA anyways. It might grade more like 7 or 8 with tag grading. Jacob Chickering, 1 spot in the Marvel. All right. Of all the cards to drop, you don't want to drop the one that has a chance with a pristine 10. That one did not, though. I know it's a flying type. The truth is, when a card's more expensive and looks better, I start to immediately slow down more. That's the truth. So I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not ruin this chance at a pristine 10. Oh, that says Pokebox. Ah, here it is, Roaring Skies. So as I detect that, I start to slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 here. One spot remains for the Marvel break. Mr. May is booked 2 days off. What do you think? Yay, have I won any breaks since I've been gone? I don't think so. I can't think of any that you won. May is booked 2 days off. You're busy the whole month of May. That's great, man. Draggy pull. Look at that draggy pull. I pulled me out the SAR from Perfect Order. Oh wow. I paid for shipping a while back. I haven't got a package, nor have I seen anything in my email. Oh, really? Okay, let's take a look at that, Anthony Rodriguez. Did you have a bag, Anthony Rodriguez? Do you know? I don't see an Anthony Rodriguez here. So you're saying you ordered shipping, but you think maybe it didn't go out? Anthony Pariso, Anthony Olivier. Here's an Anthony Rodriguez bag. So that makes me think maybe you paid for a round of shipping and maybe it wasn't done. Let's go check, okay? You had pre-printed the label. Okay. Hold on. Let me have a cough real fast. All right. So he says it was only slabs and you had reprinted the label again. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a clue. Maybe there's something going on here. Let's find out. That's an important clue. Let's go look it up. Here we are. We're going to type in Anthony. Let's see. Anthony Rodriguez. Is that right? Let's see. Printed on 331. So we have an Anthony Rodriguez on 331. Let's type in the full name. Says I have one order for Anthony Rodriguez. Wait, what's this whole thing? Amp 49. So it says we had one shipment for you, 331. It says delivered. No other labels have been printed. That's what it says. Unless you changed names. Let me go look you up, okay? I'm going to go look you up in the payment section now. See if we can locate you ordering shipping. Does it go under a different name now? All right, says for Poker Magmar. Oh, no. Come on, man. 6 named herself after a meme. I hope you put it in a penny sleeve with a tiny bit of dust. She knows where you live. Mister, what are the current slab breaks? We got slab breaks, baby. So you tend to pay with Cash App. Maybe I can search those very quickly over here. Wait, I think you pay multiple ways, don't you? All right, let's see. It looks like you pay multiple ways. So it's actually it's confusing to look you up. All right, we're going to grab. I'm going to hit refresh. We're going to hit grab this. Anthony Rodriguez. We're going to cancel on that. We're going to cancel on that. Mister, can I get a 6-7? All right, give me a second. Let me grab this. I'm still looking it up, okay? I actually have to find the transaction where you ordered the shipping so I know what day it was supposed to be. Okay, so my question is, are you running it under a different name, maybe? Maybe it's like Ant's Taco or something. It's very confusing. What's this? This says Bryce Wolf. No, that's not Ant's Taco. Let's see. My Cash App was down. Okay. Let's see. Give me a second. So I'm gonna search for my phone actually. Let's try that. So maybe we can find it on the phone. Oh shoot, Alexa says she's gonna be over here soon. Is that right? All right, so we're gonna jump over here to Cash App. We're not done streaming, so the shipping's not ready for her. Here it is, Anthony Rodriguez. Poker store credit, cut a sports pack. I'm just not seeing an order for shipping. Are you sure you sent it? Did you send it on PayPal? Is that what it is? It's crazy because I can't find you on PayPal. I think there's a thing where you have like multiple names and multiple payment systems, so it's actually really hard to find you. Cash App, Cash App, Cash App, PayPal. I think it's all been done by Cash App. That's what's going on. Dang, dude. Let me try. All right, so I've got all your Cash App payments here, and we need to check the ones before. What is it? 31 or I mean, what was the history again? It was like 331, right? Let's see. Read TCC. J Dog says Kathia Garcia. Oh, okay, 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 okay. So then my next question is, do we make a label for Kathia? No. Garcia? No, no label for Kathia Garcia. Let me try. Do we even have this in our? Oh shoot, man. Let me try over here. So we've never shipped it under her name ever. Here it is. Here she is sending me a message on March 31st for shipping, which was again the history of what our last time shipping you. So if you could, so that I don't spend any more time in the stream, Mr. Anthony, could you send me like a screenshot of you ordering shipping, or just tell me what day you paid for shipping so we can figure out what's going on here? Okay, I want to fix it for you. Now I got to retype this. Jesus. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right, that's all fixed. Good. I'm gonna get back to the queue now. I want to fix your shipping for you. I just have to actually locate when you paid for shipping. Very tricky thing. I got you, says Ants. All right, sounds good, man. Jacob Chickering, he went into the Marvel, right? Let's see. He went into the Marvel break. Roaring Skies. Jacob Chickering did not go into the Marvel. Oh, yeah, he did. He's right in my first card. Okay, I'm very distracted, guys. My brain's still thinking about the Anthony Rodriguez shipping. I'm going to put this back into the AN box for Mr. Anthony. And now, we're going to go ahead and get to the next order. It says, Team Rocket Grunt, let me get a spot in the Marvel pack break and 3 Pokey Shuffles. Should have some store credit, like $2. All right, sounds good. So you're saying you should have $2 left over. Let me go find that. I hope a good numbered card gets pulled from Marvel. Yeah, that'd be cool. Team Rocket Grunt, yep, $2.75. So you sent $30. So you should have $1.75 left over. Down to the wire. Oh, wait a second. This goes back in with everything. Very nice. Okay. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this. Very good. So let's get you in there. That's the last spot of the Marvel break. Good. And then 3 pokey shuffles. You got it. $1.75 back in the day could get you lunch. Yeah, it could get you like 2 McChickens. Almost. 1, 2, 3. Kind of wild to think about, isn't it? Oh, it's your lucky day. Look at that Gengar snipe. Hey, hey. Let's see. Number 047. What Gengar are we talking about? What Gengar? Is it this one? Here it is. $65 Wild Force Gengar. From $15 to $65. I think Costco still have a dog and drink for $1.50. Nice. What do you think, Mr. Team Rocky Grunt? Do we keep Gengar or do we re-roll Gengar? Put that in there. Sometimes it helps to see it outside of the sleeve because the sleeves get all wrinkly. Re-roll it. All right, so this will re-roll down to 55. Okay. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Going back in for 13. This goes back up here. Your reroll will be for 11. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, a reroll of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now you got Typhlosion. Let's take a look at that Typhlosion. All right, let's see. Where is he? Where's that Typhlosion? Okay, we've gone to a $40 Typhlosion. What are we thinking? Keep a reroll. He is nice looking. The reroll this time will be smaller. Oh, Mr.'s heavy arm. You're still ahead because you went from 15 to 45 because that's his original base price. Ooh. I suspect he's about to re-roll that. Decisions. Keep it going. All right, re-roll time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The re-rolls made the Poke Shuffles unbelievably popular. People started jumping in here like crazy once that started. Your re-roll is 7 this time. Good luck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 4 Life Customs. Whoa! He did it. Ah. Re-rolled into a cold round this time, guys. All right. Well, you never know. You started with $15. You're ending with $0. You only lost 15, I guess, technically. Darn, dude. I'll pay for a new round of shipping. I should have 4 to 6 slabs. Not sure, maybe more. Sounds good. No problem, man. I'll get you taken care of, okay? Now, here's Marvel. Let's see. Maybe there was like some confusion or something. Huh? I didn't see a bonus printed label. I can tell you that. I only saw one label. That would also make sense because, like you said, you never got an email, right? You actually mentioned that. So that means there never was a label printed. There we go. So then we have to locate the payment for the shipping, and that's how we know to print a new label. This goes here, and this is a nice Marvel pack. If after this pack, do you think we do it one more time, or do we call it quits and try something new? Oops. We had missed the shipping. I told you we missed the shipping. You stopped the Miller stream and reprinted it. True. Okay, so was it under a different name? Let me ask you that. Like, what's the name of the shipment? Do you know? Maybe it's under a different name. If it's not in my history, it's got to be under a different name. Give me a number. We had missed the shipping, and I told you we missed the shipping, and you stopped middle of the stream and reprinted it. So there wasn't a second payment. Okay, so we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so that label, if I printed you a bonus label, that would be in the print history. So every label I create, there's a history for it. And so what I would like to do is go cancel that label and print you a fresh one, or locate it perhaps if it's sitting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Oops. All right. Because if I reprinted you a label, there should be like a history of 1, 2, 3 or something like that, like multiple labels under your name. I'm just wondering if maybe you printed under a new name. It looks like this is the back and this is the front. So Swarm. Who's got Swarm? Will Sharp? Okay, Mr. Will Sharp, you've got Swarm. Ugh. What about Celebrations or Generations pack split? Yeah, I thought about those too. Although those get to be pretty cheap. Like Celebrations can just be like a gym break, 2-person break. Will's got a couple spots, so I'm gonna set this here. Here's Isaac Thomas. He got Mephiston. Okay, there's Mephisto for Isaac. Good. That's empty. Except the eye box is empty. That means this eye box has it. Isaac, Ivan, Isaac, Ivan. New bag, Mr. Isaac Thomas. Must be a new bag. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's a new bag. Keep the bag. I just want the slab. Sounds good, man. Maybe it will help us uncover what happened. Because I bet you when I go to type your name into our machine, it should pop up your address. It should recognize the name I'm typing in. And so then we can search under that or something. I don't know. All right. Honestly, I kind of want to keep it in this eye box. It's closer. Will Sharp. So this is Will Sharp's next card. He got Kronos. Now these are all sticking a little bit. They're not sticking. They have like a surface tension, All right. So there you go. Wow, that looks cool as hell, man. Kronos. All these cards are super high quality. If they were to grade 10, they'd probably be worth almost $100 a card. Team Rocket Grunt picking up War Machine. That's a cool one. He's popular. All right. There it is. Look at that War Machine. Damn, dude. What do you think of that, Team Rocket Grunt? CASHAPP was down and it messed up my stuff. Let's grab this. Made everything confusing, maybe. All right. Thank you for that. And now here's Heimdall going to Carlos Chaveras. Carlos was keeping us busy last night. Ooh, Heimdall. Carlos with the CA. Now he gets his own box. That's what's going on for Carlos. He's got a lot of stuff, and he gets a box of his own. All right, Carlos Chaveras. In fact, he was in a previous break, so he's going to take spot number 2 right next to each other. Good. Good. And now, ta-da! Jacob Chickering is taking the Refractor Typhoid Mary. That's the hit in the pack. It is not a numbered card. So what do you guys think? We do one more pack to see if it's numbered? The next pack could be numbered. Jacob Chickering. Congratulations, Jacob. It's not a huge victory because it's just a refractor. Actually, the card I liked most was War Machine. What do you guys think? I liked War Machine. There we are. All right. And here's Will Sharp. So Will Sharp had 2 spots in here. Okay. Let's go find his bag. Will Sharp. Who here wants another round? Does anyone here want another round, or do you want to move on to a new thing? Let's hear the audience's opinion. I feel like we should do one last round for people who weren't here. What do you think? You think there'll be new people tonight, or you think it'll be the same people? I don't know. I can't decide. All right, let's grab a link to the past. We're going to head over here. We're going to head over to, let's see, the breaks history. Here it is. And we'll go ahead and say Marvel Topps Chrome. Went off at 151 minutes. Good. Hey, how's it going, Kirby Cards? How's it going, man? Yeah, no feedback. What do you guys think? A new Marvel pack, or we're done with Marvel packs? Let's check out the oldest order here. We have an order from Mr. Sergio. He says, finish the trade break and give Ivan a spot. Here you go, Mr. Sergio L12. All right. Wait, this is the trade break. Give me Jurassic Park cards. All right, I'm going to get you Jurassic Park cards. All right. So there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time to go. So half of it is Mark, and the other half is 6 and Sergio doing a little nice thing for Mr. Ivan. Did I miss my Poke Shuffle? Says Mr. Trevino. If you're Mr. Jose Trevino, we had a round for you. It was 10 cards, and it was cold. The whole round was cold. You got the bonus card, too, you know. All right, give me a number. Batman Animated Series, TCG. What do you guys think? 3, a 1, a 2, a 3. And Mr. Sergio. All right, so that's a snipe for Ivan Rodriguez. Here's what we'll do. We'll say to Ivan Rodriguez. And I tell you what, because 6 bought 2 spots too, we'll say from Sergio and 6, because 6 actually bought a larger portion of the spots. So either of you could have grabbed it for him. All right, there you have it. Very cool. Well, how nice of you guys. We also need to update the breaks channel now. We're going to say trade break Magneton, 153 minutes. All right. Oh, we should say who it went to. It went to Ivan. L12 been here for a while. Yeah, he's been here for a real long time. Let's see. Nicholas Williams is here. 1 spot in the jungle. Not a bad choice at all. Nicholas Williams. Pricey to get into this, but the potential payoff is humongous. It's not a small thing. Oh, I'm so used to doing that now. So we're keeping the baggies over here now. Is that right? Pokebox. Pokebox. Oh, that's the Astral Radiance box break. Did you guys know that there's an Astral Radiance box break going on and there's 1 person in it so far? It's only 41 and 13, which is not very much. That's a small amount for a box that old. Do you know how old this box is? It's from 2022. It's 4 years old, baby. That's a 4-year-old booster box. Undervalued, in my opinion. Undervalued. So here you are. You're going in here, the expensive booster pack. And there's actually 4 people in the expensive booster pack. So there you have it, guys. 4 people in here. A little bit of movement on that jungle pack now. Okay, so who's next? Mark J. Valerian to give the 6 for 1 pack of Pokemon Celebrations because I'm a simp. Also, what were my 2 pre-grades? I'm sorry, I missed it. All right, so I actually graded 3 Cresselias for you. Okay, I graded 3 of them. One of them got a 6. One of them got a 9. And the last one got a 9. Oof. All three of them suffered from a problem that seemed to be consistent with all those Cresselias. It might have been consistent with all the Cresselia ARs from that case. Seemed to have some sort of micro scratches on the left side of the back of the card. But then one of them also had like a folded corner on the bottom. It was pretty bad. So they did not grade, they did not pre-grade very well. Now let's get that celebrations pack for 6 because you're a simp. Mister, are you ready for the next pandemic? Yeah, they're talking about it, huh? Even Trump commented on it. All right, here goes. The Hente virus, spread by 6s of rats, by the way. I know it was them. 6, how could you? Here's Palkia, Yveltal, and Lunala. Ooh. 1 Lugia, Miss 6. All right, Lugia's not bad. Off to work I go. Have a nice day, Miss Tammy. Tammy? Tammy, you shouldn't have. Oh, I grabbed 2 bags. So this is a gift, we'll say from Mark. So you know where the heck they came from? Thanks, 6 rats. I posted in Discord. I did it because it's in Virginia. Is it in Virginia? There you go. All right. Nah, it's the fact that it has such a high mortality rate is kind of spooky, isn't it? 40% mortality. Let's write Mr. Mark down as having done a giveaway. Actually, we gotta do a couple people, don't we? So this is May. What do we got here? Where's my pen? Here's my pen. So 6 did a giveaway of $10. Sergio did a giveaway of $5. And then Mark J. Valerian, he did a giveaway of $55. All right, there we go. I think my number is supposed to go up too. I'm not really keeping track of my stuff very well, but I think I'm at like 130 or something. Okay. Good. 6 gave her rats immunity, and now she's spreading it. How could you? Brandon Boutillier going into the Sylveon break. I'm immune. Uh-oh. This will be this rare candy. Oh, good. And this will click up to 9. There it is, 9. What time is it? It's 5:33. All right, wrapping up time, guys. No more orders. Wrapping up time is 5:30. That's far enough, but we are going to take care of all the orders in the queue, so don't worry about that. Next up, we have an order from Tyler Land. Hello, Tyler. Welcome back. Whoa. Whoa. He has a huge order. I was not expecting that. Tyler, 1 live custom. All right, we'll get started. Let's just start hammering it, okay? We're going to take care of you, Mr. Tyler. Let's not talk about it. Let's just start hammering it. Tyler Land, 1 live custom. This episode brought to you by Tyler. Tyler, you missed in the live customs. You did get a Rockets Moltres, though. Pretty cool. 5 Pokey Shuffles. All right. 1 live custom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So there's your 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So unfortunately, cold. All right. Some cold ones. A couple cold ones there. Now he wants a box of Black Bolt, a box of Gloria Team Rocket, and a box of Inferno X. I'm going to go get them. All right. I'm going to go get them. Not look so distracting and hot. All right, so see that little blue box back there with a blue stripe? Grab that. Set it on this chair. All of this and all of this goes Alexis got here before we finished the stream, guys. She's trying to get off work. She's trying to get it all done. You just want me to go downstairs? Hold on, I got more. Oh. All right, so all these gotta go. This side just put this side. All right, see this? Mm-hmm. Let me show you where this goes. All right, I'm sort of back. Wait, do I have a drink? I don't know about that drink. I don't know how old that is. You know, we also need to get one more shipment, don't we? We need to get a shipment for. Hold on. He was just here. Mr. Anthony Rodriguez needs a shipment. So let me get this. Actually, you know what? Wait a second. Come back here real fast. Give me a second. Waiting for more to call 6 Alexis now. Yeah, I do that. Oh, look, Kitty's in here. You guys want to see Kitty? I can't show you Kitty. Hold on. We're waiting for the label to calculate. You guys want to see Kitty? Come here, Kitty. Kitty, you're not allowed over here. Oh, yeah. You're so much heavier than you used to be. So come here. Come here. Oh, 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 Kitty. She wants out. All right. There we go. The label is okay. Don't go anywhere. I've got the last label. Oh my God! It wants it for tomorrow. That's so stupid. It's got to recalculate. Hold on, Mister. Hitting the Pendulum. What's a Pendulum? Get these started a little bit. Waiting for the details, the price to pop up for that last label. I should have just told the machine no. I want the label to be created for today, not tomorrow. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, there it is. So you can take that down to her and those grades, you can tell her it's all going into one box and she needs to pad them so they can't wiggle. So like the one box is half empty. You see how it's half empty? So she needs to pad that so it can't wiggle. Sorry. Just in the box. Just no, not that, just in the standard box. These all go together and they have to be padded. Yeah, that would be the tag submission. The two ETBs with all the loose cards in it. That's all one thing. It's one tag submission. No, everything in the box is everyone else's shipments. I think. Here we go, guys. You ready? All right. Lex is showing up early today, throwing everything off, man, bro. Let's jump back over here. Now, you actually ordered 30 Black Bolt packs. Are there actually 30 packs in this box, or is it 20 packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's actually just 20 packs in here. Did she leave my door open? Oh my God, dude. There you go. You can't leave the door open. Now, we need 10 more because you ordered a total of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. That's a big order of Pokemon Black Bolt. That's 30 packs of Black Bolt Korean. Let's get it done. No more orders though, guys. Okay, we're wrapping up for today. No more new orders. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping these. And snipping this. Oops. All right. She did it again. All right. She left my door open twice, bro. Whew. Awesome. All right. Let's get started. Starting out with a Larvesta. Oh. Here's Soliosis. I don't remember this Pokemon's name. We've got, oh my gosh, look at that. 3 for 3 ARs. Sandile. Hollows. Hollows. One whole box of Black Bolt in a minute. Here's Zekrom. Didn't you do live streams in vertical format? It's definitely been a while since I've been here. Oh, didn't know you do it in vertical format. Whoa! Looky, looky, looky. Wow. You get an error card. Close that door, will you? Oh, she came back in the room to see if she missed any shipping. All right, good. We can use these to replenish our Korean bulk cards box. So that error card is a hit, in my opinion. I would bother grading that because people love when the cards are this off center. It's a lot of fun. See how off center it is, guys? So when the card is that off center, it's like a real error. People enjoy that. All right, what we got here? We got Snavy. We've got, how about Master Ball? Some hollows. Some hollows. It was just the one card, huh? Wouldn't it be nice if a bunch of these were errors? Just the one. Here's a hollow. Hollow. Here's a hollow and a Meloetta. Here's Carablast. Ooh. There we go. Look at that Carablast. Putting that there. We've got Darumaka. I think that's Darumaka. Wow, I'm pretty good with some of these names. I never. Ooh, there we go. We got Master Ball. The guy with the nipple on his head. Conkeldurr. I'm not very good with the black and white names because I never played black and white. And so I'm doing pretty good here. I'm remembering some of these. Cobalion. Haxorus. Frost Bear. Arctobear. I don't know his name. Here's Land of Butter. He's so good with names. That's right. Thanks, Alexis. I'm kidding. All right, another Master Ball popping in. We got the Muna. Hollows. Hollows. I know your name's Jennifer Yap. I was just joking, obviously. All right, there's this guy, and here's Lando Butter. Here's Scoliosis. Here's Musharna. Ooh. And one more Master Ball. You got a total of 3 Master Balls. Fish Sharp Master Ball. There you have it. Mr. Tyler, lots of cards there. That was 30 packs of Pokemon Black Bolt, everyone. The big order. Let's find Tyler's bag. He's got 2 boxes left. Ooh, do you have a bag? The Tyler box is all the way full. Tyler Franson, Tyler Limon, Tyler Balbo, Tyler Davis, Tyler Davis. Did we ship you already, Mr. Tyler Land? Maybe we shipped you already. All right, so it looks like we might be getting you a new bag. He says no, because we shipped out. Ah, okay. Let's do a review of your pulls. Master Ball, Musharna, Genesect, Muna, Conkeldurr, Darumaka, Carablast, Alouetta or something like that. Ooh. Okay, we got Sandile, Soliosis? I actually don't remember that Pokemon's name. And Larvesta. I did my best. Don't judge me. Only God can judge me, okay? Only God can judge me. God's like, you didn't do very good. All right. So there's your fresh bag. We'll put your name on it, just like before. Mr. Tyler, you went really deep today. You're one of the big buyers today. Now, you're not done. You've got a whole box of Korean Team Rocket. Now, I already snipped this, right? I would say a roll of toilet paper is a nice thing to have in case of an emergency. Yeah, what's an emergency? Never heard of that before. There we go. Uh-huh. Oops. Pick that back up. Throwing that away. We're approaching the 3-hour mark. It's almost 6 p.m. Crazy how one big order can extend your stream for like 25 minutes. Well, I don't want you to miss out on your pulls. If only I'd known there was such a big order there, I'd have moved a little faster. Snipping this. Kind of how it is streaming Pokemon cards. Sometimes it's just random. You know, it's funny, at the beginning of the stream, it was kind of slow. We had like a slow stream at the start. How is it always at the end of the stream? It seems like this is a pattern. It seems like at the end of the stream, we always get like an overwhelming amount of orders. The beginning of the streams are always a little bit slow. Maybe that's just because more people have joined over time. Here's Sneasel. Here's a cold one. Here's Fardakuno. Here's a cold one. Here's Rocket's Wheezing. I like this. It's one of the Rocket ARs. The best ARs are probably the Rocket Meowth, and I would say the Rocket Meowth and the Rocket Houndoom. And then I think Blaziken's pretty cool too. After that, it's trickier to say what's the next best one. But I do like the Rocket's Wheezing. Here's Rocket's Wabafet. Wabafet. All right. All Rocket cards so far, not bad. Giovanni's Persian for the SR. Hey, maybe you'll get a double SR in this box. Let's find out. Because the Persian's not really a big hit. It's just an okay card. Zamazenta. We don't know why Zamazenta's in this set. It's a Rocket set. Here's Regigigas. That doesn't make sense either. Why he's in the set alone makes no sense. Gorobis, another card that doesn't make sense. Clam Pearl doesn't make sense. They put all these non-Rocket Pokemon cards in here, and some of them are just so bizarre too. Like, it's like, what is this Pokemon doing in here? The tree Arboliva, a tree from the Scarlet Violet Empire time period. Absolutely horrendous Pokemon design. Who's going to play an olive tree? Not me. I remember in the military when we were doing PT in the morning, many of guy ran into the tree line and take a nasty poo. Oh no! Speaking of which, there is the Clam Pearl. My God! Oh my heavens! Rocket Sneasel, very cute. There it is. Here is Crobat. There was a Rocket Sneasels in the Team Rocket Returns collection. I sold mine like a doo-doo head. I'm so dumb. Did I sell mine or did I sell, was it Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire? You know another card I sold like an idiot? I sold my Ruby Sapphire Gyarados 10. Should have held that. I love Gyarados. I sold it because I thought, well, I'll always be able to buy this back. That's what I thought. I thought, well, you know, I'll be able to buy this back because I didn't think the market was going to jump so aggressively. Like, I always believed the market was going to go up. I just didn't think it was going to go up so aggressively. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards that I sold that I wish I had held. Oh, well. All right. So here we go. We've got Mr. Tyler. 52 likes is pretty dang good for a slower stream. It was definitely slow at the start. It's not as slow in the middle and the end. Last box, Inferno X. So we're hoping for really just one major pull. It's the Mega Inferno Charizard. He's a big-ass card, man. Ready? Win. 2. 3. What card do you regret selling the most? There is one card I sold just before the market took off that I wish I hadn't. Crystal Guardians Delta Species Blastoise. Super low pop Blastoise. He's probably worth like 20,000 to 30,000 now. Sold him for just 3.5 thousand. Oops. All I had to do was hold. Now I sold him thinking, well, I own 5 of the Charizards, so I'm set. I've got the most valuable card in Crystal Guardians. Who cares about the other cards? And I was selling it. I think I had bought it for like 800. So I was selling it from 800 to 3.5, thinking, I'm making my money. It's all good. And I redeployed that cash too. Like that cash didn't just sit in an account. I spent money and bought something else with that 3.5. But it's like, bro, all you had to do was hold that. You didn't have to sell that at all. That card was so good. Easy, easy, easy. Double digit Pokemon card. I don't know if double digit's the right word. 5 digit. So that was a big mistake. Should have kept him. I also sold one of my Dark Blastoists, which I had been holding on to for a very long time as an investment. So I sold off quite a bit of my regular Team Rocket First Edition collection, thinking, well, there's a lot of these. This is a very conservative investment. It moves up slowly. You know, people want the new stuff, people want the weird stuff. I was thinking to myself, Dark Blastoise will move slowly, and so I can just sell my Dark Blastoise because I'll run into him again. Nope. Totally wrong. Dark Blastoise is such an expensive card now. He's like 13,000 or some giant. Not 13. What is he like? He's like 10,000 or something now. I bought that card, the trio. The trio, which trio? It is. All right. But so, I should have just kept that Blastoise, the Delta species Blastoise. It is. Nobody predicted how big the Pokemon card market would jump. Like I would, if you told me Pokemon cards would be this expensive 2 years ago, I'd be like, what? Are you sure? Like I thought Pokemon would go up steadily, but it wouldn't like literally explode. So, oh, Rotom Altart popping out. It beat everyone's expectations. The Pokemon card market did, including my own, which I'm still very happy about. The PSA 10 Crystal Guardians trio. Oh, nice, dude. So you're sitting on that Blastoise? You're doing good with that Blastoise, man. We are. All right. Anyone who bought any serious card from me did well. Like Jennifer Yap bought, I'm pretty sure she bought a Delta Species 10 Snorlax from me for like less than $1,000. And that's like a $10,000 card now. So literally anyone who bought any rare card from me over time has just done exceptionally well. Here we are. All right. I think I sold to Jennifer Yap my Team Rocket returned Psyduck. I only had one, I think, and I'm pretty sure I sold that to her. And now that card's like 30,000. I probably sold it to her for like $1,000. Tyler picking up the Altart Rotom. All right, very cool, man. So yeah, I mean, there's just there's a lot of cards that if I had kept them, I'd have done very well on them. But I still have a monumentally huge collection. So it's like I can't complain. It's like I was saying, like the reason I sold the Blastoise is because I had 5 of the Charizards. So I was set on the Charizards. And I thought, same with Legendary Collection. I once sold a PSA 10 Legendary Collection Dark Dragonite. Why would you sell that? That's such a good card. But I sold it because, well, I've got 3 of the Legendary Collection Charizards. So let's not worry about, the other cards in the set. You got the hardest to acquire one. All right, there we go. Like in theory, if I wanted the Delta species Blastoise, I can sell one Charizard and buy the Blastoise with the cash. Or you can trade down. You can say, hey, I'll give you the Charizard and I want cash as well or something. You know what I mean? So in my mind, the Charizards are like this tradable item that gets me what I want. So as long as I'm sitting on a couple of those, I'm set. Okay, Anthony Rodriguez, we received your shipping. Thank you, Anthony. All right, that's taken care of. And when did you order this, Will? 14 minutes ago, Jungle Pack Spot. We'll get you in there. Here it is, Jungle Pack Spot. Can I get it back? Yeah, I got a CGC Misty Tears from the live customs from back in the day. Damn, dude. From the live customs. All right. I want to pack so bad. I haven't got a pack in 2 years. 2 years. This guy's, he's dying of thirst, man. He needs a pack. There it is. So the jungle pack is on the move. Thank you, Mr. Will Sharp. Well, where's my giveaway card? Who we putting on here? Let me go set it up. You got to type in the keyword TCC. That's the keyword today. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you don't want to miss the nighttime stream. Subscribing lets YouTube alert you when we go live, okay? So if you want to be there, because we start sometimes at different hours. So if you don't want to miss it, smash subscribe. I will give you a golden Zard for 2 packs. Is this some kind of trick? I think he's tricking me, guys. I think he's tricking me. I don't think he has a golden Charizard. We'll put 6 here. We'll put Mike here, Mike's side. Here's Risen Rose. Oh, I'm so tired, guys. Ian DNV. Now I'm supposed to like go work out. I've been working since I woke up at 12, and now it's 6. And it's taco. And I still have to work tonight. Jeff Leon. This is like half of my shift, basically. The other half starts tonight at like, 1:30, and then that'll run till like 5:30. Whew. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you for the late night stream. This card might go off. This card is moving. It's 9 out of 24. The Krabby is not moving. The Kingler's not moving. Let's see. Where is he? The Kingler is just, oops. The Kingler's kind of stuck there. Where'd he go? I don't even see him. Oh, here he is. Expedition Kingler. You guys aren't tripping over each other to get Kingler? What? There it is. Expedition Kingler. The other shuffle. See that? The other shuffle is ready to go. Look at that. We got to start. We got to get a rewards box. See, we keep the rewards box over here. That's the live customs, the Poke Shuffle, and the Waifu Shuffle. So we need box number 4, and we're going to put the other shuffles in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find non-Pokemon, non-Waifu product and put it in there. Have some dignity, Marcel. Yeah, have some dignity, Marcel. Just eat more protein. Yeah, I got to eat some more protein. My daddy just brought me blueberries. What? You're a blueberry. All right. I just know it's blue. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you for the late night streams.